So, I mean, it was a really fun week, full of trials.
I know, and this had to be the week that I missed out on. It's a good thing for all the other squads, because if I was in this, the Fortnites, we would have destroyed with my Hot Fire mixtape and my epic cosplay. But
there you go.
Next time. I'll just have to wait.
Now, on top of this, you guys are probably curious to see which teams won each trial, so very quickly, let's go through that. So right off the top was Garage. That was taken by the Dusty Dogs. The next challenge was Architect. That was Bush Bandits. A to B was actually a tie between Dusty Dogs and Fortnite. Next up was No Shots Fired. That was Lucky Llamas. Budget Cosplays, Fortnite. Club Anthem, Dusty Dogs. Bushes was the Bush Bandits. I mean, they have the same name, so it makes sense. And then finally, Food was the Fortnites.
Yeah, if the Bushes didn't win that one, then, you know.
It would be a little shocking, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the points that they won coming out of the trials. Now, keep in mind, this includes the 50 points per spin. So we saw the Rift Raiders get 2 spins, and then the Lucky Llamas got 1 spin. So they also earned points that way.
Rift Raiders, by participation, got some points. Great job, guys. You're on the board. But I see the Fortnites in there. All right, so we're making our way up the leaderboard.
That's right, and you are a Fortnite.
I am a Fortnite. Okay, so you might not be biased, but I am very biased today. So go Fortnites. We're going to take over today. We're going to pass the Bush Bandits, I believe.
Well, I mean, you're probably curious about where the club standings are.
Yeah, can I see them?
And
oh,
boom. That's how we up production value.
Ooh.
There it goes. So right at the gate, Bush Bandits, they maintain their lead, 1,865 points for now. Fortnite's not too far behind with 1,465. The Dusty Dogs with 1,400. Rift Raiders with 1,120. And then the Lucky Llamas with 955. Now, keep in mind, this is just the start of week 3. We still have 3 weeks left to play and the trial, so there's still points to be had.
I know.
But,
lots of time for the Llamas to get past that 1,000 mark, guys.
Man.
Toxic. I'm sorry.
Speaking of rosters and clubs, let's take a look at the rosters coming into this week and see who will be joining us coming out of EU. So, I mean, one of the teams here for the Bush Bandits I'm really looking forward to is Gotaga and Airwalks. I mean, obviously, Gotaga. What do we call him?
Oh, he's a star.
He's what is he? The French ninja.
Yes. And Miss Rage is coming out today. I've been a big fan of her for a long time, so I'm really excited to see how her and Kaz play together. Yeah,
definitely. Taking a look at the Dusty Dogs. I mean, guys, team number 6, Soul Hunter, Kinstar. This dynamic duo. I
don't see anyone topping that. Kinstar's been a star, and him having his teammate with him to rock the duos this week, it's going to be wild.
Next up, we've got the Fortnites. This is your team.
Yeah, I've played a few games with Rules. He's amazing, and also Lou helped me prepare for this week, so thank you, Lou. You're fantastic. I love the EU.
There you go. Next up, Lucky Llamas. I mean, for me personally, Loya and Tamo. Just probably one of the dirtiest combos, I think, ever. Loya's phenomenal.
We're going to see some amazing plays, and Loya is fantastic. She is literally a Renaissance painting. Have you seen that? She is beautiful.
Oh, all right, there you go. And finally, the Rift Raiders. I mean, right there at the bottom, Atlantis Mitro. Can't talk enough about this guy. Legend.
I think he's past legend now.
You think is there a word above legend?
I'm going to come up with one by the end of this cast.
Okay, that is your task.
Yes.
Is a word above legend. Now, of course, with the formats, every week we swap things up. With this week, we're going with KINGPIN, so it's a modified version of a similar format we did last week. We're going to play 6 games. This is obviously DUOS format. Victory Hours worth 3 points. Second and third place are worth 2, and then finally fourth and fifth place rather are worth 1 point.
Yeah, and we got to get those guys out of their builds. So we got some elimination points this week, too. 8+ elims gets them 3 points, 6 to 7 is 2, and 4 to 5 is 1. So working together as duos to get those elims. And that's a lot of elims. They all want that point. They're hungry.
That's right. And on top of that, we obviously have the multiplier. So not only do you get the 3 points for getting the Victory Royale or the 8 eliminations, they then multiply your points going into the next game. Now keep in mind, these modifiers don't stack. So hypothetically, you drop 6 points for the Victory Royale and the 8 eliminations, and you're like, cool, let me just do it again, and you just drop 12 points. It'd be 18 points in 2 games. If I see that, I will literally lose my mind. I will lose my mind.
Cartwheel behind the desk.
Cartwheel behind the desk, 100%.
You heard it here first.
There you go. And I mean, there's a lot at stake. I mean, check it out, Katie. That's a lot of money. On top of that, we've got the club points, and obviously there's a little bonus incentive down there.
Yes, that big 50K. I think a lot of the guys and girls are really excited about that one. Getting that 50K and confirming that, like, that's more prize than second place. That's wild.
just for dropping the most eliminations in a single game. So
I think they'll be able to do it. Like, I think we'll see some amazing plays because of that. That's a lot of money incentivizing those guys getting out there and getting the most kills.
That's right. And obviously, don't forget to hit us with that hashtag Fall Skirmish. We love hearing what you guys have to say. Don't forget to rep your favorite team as well. And please hit up Kitty. She's awesome. Give her a follow. If you have not watched her streams, you need to. She's hilarious and an incredible content creator. But that being said, we're going to hop into game here shortly. What do you think? Is there something you're hoping to see here?
Epic plays. Hopefully the new chiller traps. They're using those. I didn't get a chance to use them this week, but I'm really excited to see how people use them in more competitive play styles, because I've seen a lot of memes on the internet and people using it for that purpose. But I personally can't wrap my head around how they're going to use that in a competitive style, but I have a feeling that a lot of these players are going to show us some amazing things.
For sure. I mean, you just drop a chiller. You just slide into Victory Royale. That's all you have to do.
Slide into the victory.
Slide into the victory.
It's like we're sliding into this game.
There you go. That's how we do things, ladies and gentlemen. But here we go. Game number 1. So don't forget, we are using the spectator client. So we're going to get some extra information, Kitty. So not only will we be able to see things like the overhead map.
And this nice rear-end view of the bus.
There you go.
You know, it's the little things.
I hope they thank the bus driver. I always have to thank the bus driver.
If I don't thank the bus driver, I don't get the Victory Royale.
Those things are they go hand in hand.
Yeah, it's
very important. If you thank the bus driver, you have a higher chance of a Victory Royale. That's confirmed. With that being said, though, I mean, you talked about it. Loot Lake, the new floating island. Look at that. Now, there's only one person that landed there.
Is that one Is that a solo player, or is he covering his teammate? Oh, and he's already leaving.
Oh, okay. So his teammate, that's right.
Lake.
So his teammate is heading into Greasy Grove. So he's like, okay, I have to join over there.
So maybe he saw that nobody was up there. I'm going to get some quick loot, and then I got to support my teammate.
That's fair. I mean, especially if he could make a very quick land right off the bat. I mean, there's like chests on the edge of the crater as well, or the islands. You just hop down, grab a chest, and then, you know, make your way over.
Up. And yeah, and then you can get an eye view of where the storm's going to be, and then make your choice from there, where you're going to head off with the nice vent. What do you call that? Tornado?
Tornado. The typhoon.
Typhoon.
It's got all kinds of crazy names.
Yeah.
But here we go. Starting the game, all 100 players still left alive in the match, which is actually pretty surprising because by now we see players get eliminated. What do you think? So now that we're in duos, right? What do you think you're expecting to see? How do you think players are going to kind of play?
I think it's going to be varied by each duo. I think we've got a lot of pros with a lot of up-and-coming pros. So you're going to see people play based on who their teammate is that they picked, who their captain is. So I can see some people really wanting to make sure that they get that good loadout, the safe amount of resources and ammo, which is really important early game. It's very easy to run out of ammo early. And you see these guys already spamming. Like, how many walls have these guys had time to farm before fighting each other? And doesn't look like many, to be honest.
Yeah, with that, Fnatic Jarl goes down and is eliminated. So now these guys get to own Viking Village.
Ooh, another fight breaking out. Motel.
Okay, this is Powder, and Alpha. I mean, Alpha we've seen a lot. Alpha is possibly too strong. All right. I mean, I may need to talk to them and be like, look, Alpha.
Is that a thing? You can be too strong now?
Yeah, Alpha is too strong, for sure.
Okay.
He's ascended, you know.
Oh, wow.
That is what it's
become.
Ooh,
and Razoroo, right below him.
Shout out to Razor. Last week, he dropped from, literally in game 1, dropped the highest possible
He just
streak.
knocked out your too strong guy, so does he take the title of too strong now?
No, Razor is 100% a Titan. I mean, and like I was talking about last week, so the incentive was you get a Victory Royale, and you get 8 eliminations, you got a Royale flush. That was last week, and in game 1, he was like, that's what you want, Zeke? I'm going to drop that.
That's
Here you go.
The goal?
That's for you. And I lost my mind. I wasn't prepared, especially in game 1.
Yeah. Well, and them landing at Motel is a great place, too, because you almost always have those rifts there. You can rotate around the map really easily, and I think that's why that was contested, and you saw another team dropping with them. So here we go. Where are we? Lonely Lodge.
Yep, this is near Lonely.
Ooh, Mansion, another awesome place to drop. I've dropped a few times here with Creo, actually, and it went well. It went well. You can get lots of brick from those fences. Right away, you can get lots of wood in the trees, and then all those mushrooms to get that. Yeah.
Ooh, Ollie, though, is down right now.
I just got distracted by that snipe. That was great.
So now Sanity is here to fend for himself in a 1v2 against Thorben and Junkin right now. I mean, so here's the thing, right? Like, obviously the eliminations matter, and if you don't know, The only way to confirm that point and get the actual point itself is you have to down the player and then finish them off, and then you get the elimination. So in a perfect world, you down both players simultaneously, right? Now, if you down a player and then your duo ends up falling, you won't get the point because that player wasn't confirmed. So we see a lot of players, the moment they go down, it's like, well, gotta thirst this guy. We need that point.
The points are so important in this, and like that could mean a lot of the prize pool, that 1 point.
Yeah. There's a huge fight breakdown. Junkin is here trying to secure this elimination. Looks like his teammates takes down Sanity.
It's so hard when you have both of those players focusing you. It's really difficult to keep up walls. And again, early game, well, these guys have a lot of resources now because they just farmed two players who had been farming. But
that's right. Let's check out this replay from Kinstar and Hunter. We touched on it earlier. I mean, Kinstar and Hunter, this is the dynamic duo. If I've ever seen one. But look, Lolito here. And Atlantis, Kedster.
And we got Harmy too. We were talking about Harmy earlier.
Yes. Do you want to?
Incredible player.
What is the term you gave him?
Someone said the German Tifu.
The German Tifu. There you go. There it is.
Yeah, that's just what I've heard the chat speak about. But I saw him disengage from that fight. I don't know what happened after that, but
he lives to build another day. But over to Reflection.
He's on the hunt. Look at him. He knows someone's out there. He's thirsty for those eliminations.
Reflection is just one of the possibly most disgusting players I think I've ever seen. Also one of the most disgusting. I mean,
I'm really enjoying these descriptors.
Oh, yeah. I mean, listen, I'm always going to talk up these players because they make my job easy. They just do awesome things, and I get to lose my mind.
Mass is not happy about that. Was that his teammate that he lost? It was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stanny is down.
How dare you touch Stanny?
And now Mass is like, well, I have to eliminate. Do you think, so you've played in some of the skirmishes, right?
Yes, I have.
Do you watch the kill feed? So like, let's say your teammate goes down. Do you watch to see who it is? And does that play a factor in like your confidence? Like, you
yes.
know?
When you, when your team is going down to one of the Liquid guys, especially if it's me playing and let's say Bizzle has gone down to one of the Liquid guys, and I see the relentless push through woods at me. I'm definitely looking at if I have anything to disengage. Hopefully a rift.
Like, look, let's just reassess. Sorry, guys, our bad. We walked into territory.
Yeah,
my bad.
Didn't mean to come over here. It was my fault. Bad call, but.
Let's check out this new circle. So now we see where the new safe zone's at, which is over toward Tilted, which is good.
Yep.
Now, I mean, if I have to pick the way I want this game to end, is I want it to end on Floating Island. I love Floating Island.
Okay, that's going to be chaos because especially with that final moving circle, they're going to be kicked up in that vent and taken places that they don't want to go potentially. And but it would be definitely entertaining. Oh no, Loya!
Oh, Loya takes a big huge hit. Yep. And now this is looking pretty rough right now. Kedster is looking to clean up and finish off these players rather. Lolito here with a double barrel finishes off Loya.
Lots going on here, yeah.
Wait.
Tomo trying to turtle to evade the onslaught, but no, these guys, they know exactly where he is. The Storm's only ticking for 1 right now. They're not worried about spending their time in here to finish off that kill for that extra elimination.
Now Kedster could go down.
Oh, and he's got a nice medkit waiting for him. So that's always a little bit of a raffle. You don't know what they're gonna have.
Right. And
spending that extra time in the storm, getting as low as he did there. Yeah, having that medkit to use right away that's really nice.
For me, it typically goes, I stay in the storm, I eliminate a player, and they don't have any heals at all, and then I go, oh. And then I'm back in the lobby.
Well, this is great.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, well, this was probably not worth it.
Have a great game, guys.
Back over to Thorben. Looks like Junkin is down, so he's finding himself in a 1v1 situation currently.
Oh,
and immediately is taken down.
Lasers.
Wow.
That was quick.
So Rules
he went
is like,
from 200 to 0.
Yeah. Rules is like, hey man, can you just go take care of this guy? I need to heal real fast. You got this.
That's one thing that you'll notice about these pro players too, is when they feel like they're at a disadvantage, they really do trust their teammate to help them out. You'll see them turtle up if they don't want to take too many shots, too much damage, and then their teammate will kind of jump in, get the finish, and then they're not taking as much damage, they're not losing as many shield points. It's great.
Yeah. Always got to rely on that other teammate. And Dalo here Dollar Games is like, Dalo, I trust you with my life. I'm currently down below. I need you to eliminate all of these players.
And he hears these guys taking down his base, so he wants to get down low as soon as possible. Hopefully finish him off. Oh, those dual pistols are so strong right now. When it hits, it hits.
That's right.
It's amazing.
He downs a player there. Now it's a 1v1. Wedged up top.
Not a lot of...
Oh!
Ooh, I like those wings on the new Dark Bomber.
Yes, the bat wings.
A beautiful style. No, it's not the bat wings. It's the
dusk ones?
Raven wings.
Oh, the Raven wings.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
Kind of purpley wings.
There's so many wings in the game. You remember when it was just Cupid's wings?
I love the wings in the game. I love
so
it. I feel like a Victoria's Secret angel when I rock them. Like, look at me go, world.
Look at me now.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the current scoreboard. So this is, look at this. Look at this new little scoreboard we got going. So you can take a look at the team. So as an example, Tixi and Toma, they've got 4 eliminations.
#1 team in the #1 spot.
That's right. So they've got 1 point on the board currently. Now keep in mind,
and look at their health and their shields too. Those guys are sitting pretty.
Oh yeah, they're
in
good
the zone.
to go.
Yeah.
Over to Vermax and the Vic. Kaz looking pretty weak right now.
I see Harmy in the background. The German Tifu, he's coming into the fight. He's on his way. Oh, he's actually getting pushed up on by Svenos, who I believe has his eyes set on Vermax right now. Harmy might be able to just turtle up and
just
stay
let him
quiet.
pass. It's like, nope, keep
you
going.
may go.
Yeah, no, I'm not here. You got, they're over there. Fight them. Follow them over there. Yeah, look at this Svenos.
Svenos and oh no, they've definitely heard Harmy. Oh no, they're taking shots on Kaz. Oh, and Harmy. Okay, so it's both of them are under fire.
Oh, they're trying to run for their lives right now. And I look at this. The storm is starting to come in right now, Kitty. I mean, so it's not going to start ticking for 2, but it's going to start ticking for 2 very quickly.
Yeah,
so they need to
as soon
run.
It meets that border, definitely.
And look, they've got the Shadow Stones. Those are enabled.
Yeah.
I love the Shadow Stones, by the way. So it's very high risk, high reward.
They are so fun. And I think in this type of situation, the risk actually isn't so bad because you can't see into the storm very well. So I think when you have that Shadow Stone enabled and you're running with the storm, the likelihood of someone spotting you is a little bit lower. But no, those are a great movement tool to use in the game, especially in the situation that Svenos has chosen.
That's right. Now he just flies on over. He's like, "Don't worry, Kaz.
This is beautiful.
Floating over to you now."
In the evening, just flying around, enjoying life.
Over to Madsen.
Enjoying the view.
And Blacks, you see
Bree
that they are
Camo.
engaged. Yeah.
They're getting pushed up on.
I would personally
and they're not sitting pretty. These guys have no shields, and they've got a hungry Blacks.
Yeah.
Who's who wants a piece?
Oh.
And he'll. Oh no! Bree going down with a 1-shot.
And look at that. He shotguns Bree.
Gotaga Airwalks just lost in the storm.
No!
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So they did not make it out. They must have got caught up in an engagement outside, but now it's just Camo by himself. Now, keep in mind, Camo's a great player, so he can turn this around. But this is a tall order, especially with 35 HP. This is not the spot you want to be in.
No. Getting some SMG shots, though.
Man, I'm surprised.
Yeah, they're sitting on 0 kills right now, so he wants to survive this, get the limbs, but I mean, when you have 2 strong Genside players pushing up on you, what's the play?
Well, he's gonna try to crack back.
Not that, maybe.
Yeah, he tried. I mean, look, he took a big old bite out of Blackso, but unfortunately, he does go down. And look, he drops Slurp Juices as well, so Blackso's gonna be fine. He's gonna heal up to 75. Use that Slurp Juice, and he's gonna be good to go. Now, look, we're back over to Svenos and Kaz. We saw Svenos use the Shadow Stone, and now he's good to go, but take a look at all the players on the mountain.
It looks like Svenos used the Shadow Storm or Stone to get high ground, and now taking shots. Oh, we're headed to a replay.
This is when Bree goes down there. So this is Madsen's perspective.
Ooh, that was quick. Yeah.
That was a point blank.
It's hard when someone uses your ramp to come up behind you. You're expecting them to build their own build. So when they come up behind you, sometimes it takes you off guard. But that's too bad. And Kaz looking really low. So that is not a guy you want to have chasing you.
That's right. There you go. Does he land the shot? He does. That is going to be an elimination heading his way, and all the loot's for him.
And the trap. Did you see that pickup?
I did. You see the upgrades too?
Yeah.
Svenos is really happy. See, like, Dent Games is kind of like, hey, can I get some of that loot? Like, Svenos is like, ooh, man, look, I got the elimination here. I'm going to hold on to this. Don't worry.
Yeah, he was a little lagged behind. He's like, I'm here. I got the loot. It's mine. Oh, and we see Mitro for the first time today. So he's been sitting pretty and greasy.
I'm not sure if he's currently by himself. We'll have to keep an eye out for that. But over to Rules right now. So again, now we see where the new safe zone is. It's near Greasy, and you get a little bit of the floating island. So what you might see players do to rotate in safely is they'll use the vortex there surrounding the island. They'll reactivate their shoots, and they can kind of rotate as need be. Problem is that other players will probably have this in mind, so they're all going to kind of rotate into like the same spot.
Yeah, already we see a lot collecting on top of the mountain. One actually is sitting on the side. It looks like just turtling on the corner on the map, if we can get that pulled up. And then three different teams fighting north of them. So it's a happening spot right now. And it's right on the edge of the map. So this is, yeah.
It's going to get chaotic pretty quickly. On top of that, you still have 53
Kinzel
players.
just got 2 explosive kills. Ooh.
He's got the RPG. He also has the Rift to go, if he so desires, over on Rojo, which is pretty good.
That's definitely something that just increases in value as the game goes on. Late game rifts, those can be utilized so well. Save a lot of resources by using that to rotate instead of having to build your tunnel through the map. Oh, ooh, getting clean shots.
That's right. Taking a look at the current scoreboard. Right at the top, Razor, Rue, and Lou. Razor has 4 eliminations. They have 1 point.
That's what I like to see, boys.
There you go. And right behind them, you've got a few other players with only 3. So a lot of players very close to the very first threshold.
Still have half a lobby.
Yes. I don't know how we're doing it, but right now we've got 50 players left alive. And that's the thing, right? These aren't pub games. This is not something you see typically. This is something you only see in these types of games, right? We take literally a ton of players from around the world that are literally the best, and you put them in one lobby and say, have fun, go fight.
Have fun, yeah. Well, and every single week we're seeing new strategies. And that's my favorite part about Fortnite is every single week you see new players coming up with the meta, and that's why it's so great to watch these skirmishes, because you can see the top players playing other top players, and how do you compete?
Oh no, he might be okay. Okay, the ramp saved him there. That was very close. Marijuana was
just staring at the
reflexes.
nade.
Yeah. He watched it bounce out from the window and was like, oh no.
So these guys are sitting pretty. He's got a slurp. He's got those 5 splodes in the grenade launcher. And lots of shield.
It's all gone.
Oh, nice shot.
Everyone is very close to each other right now. This is what things get claustrophobic.
Yeah. Definitely. Well, especially on that side zone. So one thing to consider if you're a new player is what part of the map is the largest that's pushing into the new circle, because that's statistically where you can see the most players that are going to be coming in. So that this one line is having so much action where the rest of the guys on the map are sitting pretty in the zone, taking some shots, hoping to get some third parties.
That's right. They're just chilling. They're like, cool, we're going to play Gatekeeper. You guys fight it out. No, just keep fighting it out. Then make your way over here.
Yeah.
I'll take you out with 1 shot. It's okay.
They'll take all the shield off you. Yeah. Maybe 75% of your health. I'd like the 1 shot.
And then I just like look really hard in your direction, and then I eliminate you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rojo goes down, though. Even the likes of Dementos is just being chunked right now.
Ooh.
You talked about it. Look how many players are just desperately trying to scramble their way into the safe zone, all on top of each other.
Yeah, when you look at that mini-map, you can really see what I'm talking about. Oh, but luckily enough, all these guys that have now survived, they're sitting pretty.
Yes.
They get to make their comfortable little fortresses and then wait for the new group from Greasy to push into them. But still, fight's happening. It hasn't settled yet, but I bet they're definitely very excited to see the new zone on top of them.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, you're like, okay, look, I've been running this whole time. Finally, a little luck my way.
Yeah, the action picking up in Greasy.
Kinzel and Zacubus are gone. Isma is dropped as well.
Oh, yeah. All these guys in Greasy just looking at these poor people who have just exhausted their mats getting into zone. They know that these guys are low. There's a lot of metal, which usually means that they've burned through their wood and their brick. And, yep, taking those shots.
And you said it best. I mean, look at the mat count. Again, 290, 235 on Marijuana. He's chunked out again. They just don't have much. They've literally been fighting this entire time, just trying to get safe. Now they are safe, but they've used so much.
Edit play. Oh, but there's 2 people waiting for him behind. His teammate going down through the window. Doesn't matter about the window because the wall is killed immediately. There's so much pressure on this corner right now, and the zone's starting to move.
Marijuana is left to fend for himself.
And we're also going up a hill. So what a lot of people don't realize, and I think players are getting a lot better at realizing now, is when you gotta make it up that hill, you really have to start moving early. Because moving horizontally is a lot quicker than taking those vertical steps, especially if you're coming up underneath other people's build and you have to destroy it before creating your own.
Exactly.
So, back on Marijuana. He's lost his teammate.
Yeah, he's in a really rough spot. Now they haven't.
Well, he is safe though. He is safe, and a lot of those walls are his, which is nice. So he's not going to have to exhaust too many resources to make his new base. So he's taking that time to make the. Oh, and I mean Mitra. Wow, look at how many characters are below him right now. He wants those kills.
He does have the rift to go. He can bail if he needs to, but I mean, if we know Mitra, he's looking to get. He has 2.
Mitra, one of the most exceptional players with 2 rifts to goes. And a lot of ammo to spam like this right now, too. And did you look at his mats?
Yeah, he's
Mitra has
pretty
1
good.
kill, and he has that many mats. That's wow. That's impressive.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and that's the thing, right? When you're moving into late game, you have to not only manage where other players are, your ammo count, your mat count, enemies' ammo, and mat count. And Mitra is a pro at that. He's like, look, if we hit late game, I'm going to be good to go. I'm ready to fight.
Yeah.
You guys duke it out, and then we're like top 10. I'm just going to own you. That's pretty much it. I'm Mitra. How's it going?
Yeah. And you've seen that in a lot of the games he's played. Like he maintains the advantage the whole way through. Looking for the edit a little bit late and
Rasmussen
paying for it.
They are taken down.
Maybe not. Maybe the decision to go for his teammate there wasn't the best one. There's a lot of eyes watching them, and ooh.
Kitty, we still have 28
a med kit for 8
players.
health here. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Every health does count.
Medkit for 8, 10 seconds for 8 health. It's tough. It's tough. I mean, so Svenos has healing as well.
You are denying it from someone else.
That's a great point. So if you get eliminated and you don't get to use it, like, someone else gets to use it.
Nobody else. We'll make this hard for everybody. Oh, and Razoroo going down. Oh, and as well, Lou, his teammate. So it looks like Vermax and Novash both sending in explosives on those guys and getting half the points from each.
Kinstar and Hunter still alive. And look at, I mean, Kinstar still has 600 metal. 600 metal, ready to go. Vermax here and the Vic, they actually have 5 eliminations, so they're 1 more away from that second threshold of 2 points.
Yes.
But Vermax has been knocked by Epsilon King. Kinstar explodes Heisel and then eliminates Heisel. Oh, they just used the Shadow Stone there.
Oh,
Mitra eliminates
wow, you predicted this. They are on the island. Oh,
yes.
Okay, so this is going to be really, really interesting to see how these players decide to handle this. This is a situation unlike any else. You've got the Shadow Stones to work with. You've got the Vent to work with. And there's not a lot of resources to farm in this area either.
That's right.
And you see Kling clinging on to life with no resources.
Now he does have the Shadow Stone, right?
Yeah.
So he can phase through walls if he needs to, but he's got to be careful because remember, there is like a deactivation time when you come out of the phase form.
Yeah, and people can hear it too.
They can. Mm-hmm.
And they know the zone they're in. They're going to be prepared for plays like that. Oh, we got 6 kills on the solo. Oh, you predicted this. Kinstar and Hunter sitting pretty with 6 kills.
6 eliminations. Look at this. That means, Kitty, they need 2 more. If they get 2 more, they have the maximum elimination bonus.
Oh, I saw a rift go off. I'm not sure who used that. But probably Mitro. He still had the 2 if he's alive right now.
He did it. Okay.
He is alive.
Wait, no, hold on. Look at look how weird this is right now.
But this is the problem. So you don't want to get caught in that vent,
right?
Because when you're gliding like that, you are an open target. Mm-hmm. So anyone can open up their roof and just take shots on you, and you gotta try and dodge.
That's right.
And in a circle this small, that's not the easiest thing in the world.
We still have 10 players left, Kitty. At the top, again, Kinstar and Hunter still very much alive. The likes of SSK are alive.
They need 2 more for those that 3 points.
That's right, and that would activate the multiplier going into next game. So you got to think they're probably they pick up another one. They're like, Zeke, you guys want another elimination? Hold on, Kitty, hold this.
Now.
Watch.
With 8 players remaining, this is totally possible for them to get to that 8-kill mark or elimination. Okay, that's a teammate.
Oh, God.
I thought that was a play. Okay, we both made the same mistake.
I
and look at
that scared me.
Mitro's sitting pretty. He's got an amazing metal fortress in the center.
Yeah,
he can choose to shoot down, shoot up, or just be protected to heal during this final zone. Getting another limb on Vilix.
That would be his second.
Reflection. Didn't stick the landing.
It's 100. 5 players left. We're going to heal off. It's not. It looks like Hunter.
We have Kinstar at the bottom, already using that med kit. He's prepared to go for the heal off. Mitro as well, no healing.
They're both down. It's gonna be Master. Master holds on long enough.
And that's without healing during that. That's
how
we had 2 guys with med kits, and Master having that high ground advantage.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, he's like, a heal off. Sure, I'm just gonna go ahead and take the victory. I'm not even sure how. So I believe watching
during that though, Kinstar and Hunter did get a
no way. So, okay, there's a lot of things to talk about coming out of game number 1. First of all, they just hit the bar. We're like, hey, game 1 of the day, we're just going to go big. Not only did Kinstar and Hunter drop 8 eliminations, so now they activate the 2x multiplier for their points going into next game. They get 3 points from that. Yep. We just saw this player pick up a victory out. They get 3 points. They also have the 2x multiplier going into next game. That's outside of any other players that... I believe it was only Kinstar and Hunter that got the 8.
Yes, the only ones that I saw that got the 8 elims was them, so they got that 2x multiplier. And then was it Masta who got the victory royale? So he has a 2x multiplier. And I believe, we also got 2 more points coming to Solary because they had 2nd or 3rd place, I believe.
That's right.
I'm not sure if it was 2nd or 3rd in that game.
They at minimum got 1 for placing 5th, right? Yeah. So they got the 4 points and the multiplier. That's huge going into the next game. Because you got to think, if you're going to go into the next game, you want to best case scenario, you get the victory royale and you get the 8 eliminations, you drop the 6 points again, like I talked about. But even if you don't, just getting how many points? Well, let's give a rough estimate. If you're like taking it easy, let's say 6 eliminations, 2 points, double to 4. That's a lot of points. It doesn't sound like a lot of points, but pretty much across the entire Skirmish series, we've seen that the leaderboards are varied by 1 point.
I know, and it's going to be that this is going to be their game. If they want to be on top overall, performing well with the 2x multiplier, that's gonna not secure them first spot, but it's definitely going to secure them some prize money, which is going to be great. So they have the pressure on them.
They do.
And that's the thing about the multiplier, okay? So as great as it is, when you waste that thing, that's a big downer.
Yeah.
So if they die off the drop, no points.
It's going to be rough.
It's really sad.
Yeah. But, I mean, here's the thing. It's Kinstar and Hunter, right? So for them to get this multiplier...
That's a team you don't want to see a multiplier on. I think they're going to start running away with it all. Else.
Yeah. Yeah. That's going to be super fun. Let's take a look at some of the highlights coming out of the game 1. This is only the first game, ladies and gentlemen. We have 5 more games left to play. And again, Kinstar and Hunter, these Titans, man, literally at the very end, they get the 8 eliminations. They're like, we'll go to a heal off. We already have the multiplier, so we're either going to get the extra points from the victory royale. Either way, we're good. Let's take this out of game 1.
Definitely. Yeah, no, those guys played that really well. And Razoroo, another player who just did exceptionally well. He got a ton of eliminations this game. Oh, and Mitro.
Yeah.
What a player. Like, every game I see him in, he's at least top 5.
He manages to stay late game. Like, he's just always alive. You know, no matter what happens in all the chaos, you're like, oh, wow, 20 players have just gone down. Who's left? So-and-so, so-and-so, and Mitro?
Yeah.
How?
Surprise, surprise.
I mean, again, he did have the 2 Rift to Go's, remember? So he was ready to move.
Yeah, we didn't get to see how he used those either. Or I don't even know if he did.
He might have been
eliminated. Because again, those final circles, you really have to decide, is this going to be of high value? You're going right up in the air. You're like I said, very vulnerable when you're coming down. It's very easy for people to take shots on you if they get a couple headshots and you're down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, especially if he was close enough to someone else and he activates them and then pulls them with him.
Oh,
he's like,
we saw a lot of that in the last week. So those are my favorite plays.
Those are good. They're
like,
good and bad.
Oh, I'm safe. I'm good. I'm going to heal off. And then, I'm in the air.
And I fall into storm. Yeah. Curse you, the person that used that.
Oh, that's great.
So what do you think after the first game? What are you hoping to see heading into game number 2?
So I'm an underdog person. I like to cheer for the underdogs, not the Dusty Dogs. I'm a Fortnite, but I would love to see Kinstar and Solary, or who's his partner? Hunter. Yeah, not be able to use that 2 times multiplayer.
Wow.
I want to see an even field. Okay, I want to see just all the way to the end, people even, and then the final 5th game. There's like 20 people who have the possibility of getting to that top 10. And so I, as much as I love Kinstar, he's a fantastic player. So that's the things that I'd like to see. I'd also like to see why it is that the community likes to call Harmy the German Tifu.
The German Tifu. Sure. If you guys know, hit us with that hashtag Fall Skirmish and let us know why.
Let us know why. Maybe send us some clips and then we can look at that and decide. But no, I'm just excited to see more of the gameplay and maybe see some more shots of Loya not going down to the double barrel. The double barrel is brutal. It's a painful way to die in the game. It's just 1 second you're here and 1 second you're not. Goodbye.
Sure. Yeah. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we've got 5 more games left to play. If you're just tuning in, welcome back. Great to see you. Hope you had an awesome week. We just watched Kinstar and Hunter drop 8 eliminations, which means in this game,
beautiful.
That's really. I mean, again, you talked about it. 8 eliminations, especially in a duo format, especially in a lobby full and stacked with other incredible players. 8 eliminations is not easy to do, and Kinstar and Hunter make it look easy.
I know.
That's what they do. Yeah.
Every single one of the plays we saw, it's just they're working together. They've got simultaneous edits. Like they're very, very in sync as players.
I mean, again, Kinstar is one of the most consistent players I think I've ever seen in my life. There's only a few other people that I would even argue are as good as him.
That's a great compliment.
Yeah, I mean, Kinstar, shout outs to you. But again, they're showing up, and I honestly don't expect them to slow down.
No.
You know, they're like 2 times multiplier.
See,
Kenny wants us to die, but can't do that.
I said that because I mean, it's you want the drama. You want the things to happen in the game that you're not expecting. And I mean, you predicted it from the beginning. This team is definitely going to be one to watch out for. But yeah, let's see who else performs well. Let's see. Now, I want to see the other clean, amazing duos. And let's see who's rising to the top. Who are the new up and comers? Because we do have a lot of players that we haven't seen play yet, too. So a lot of new up and coming talent.
That's right.
So maybe we do have another Mitro in the mix that we don't know about.
Another insert background Tfue.
Or Ninja. Or Gotaga, the French ninja.
Yeah, the French ninja. Shout outs to Lou. Thank you for helping us prep
Thank you,
for
Lou.
EU. Shout outs to you. Shout outs to Razor as well, his duo partner. I love you. But yeah, we'll be hopping into game very, very shortly. Again, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to hit us with that hashtag Fall Skirmish. We love hearing what you have to say. Make predictions. Let us know your thoughts. And now we hop
this nice
in.
Pan.
Right?
This is beautiful.
We're just hanging out in the forest.
I do love spending time on this map. Like, just this shot makes me just want to get in there, farm some trees.
Yeah. I mean, I wish I had time to play Fortnite more than I do now. Like,
you live a full life, Zeke. You do a lot.
We talked about it a lot when you first got here, but life's a little full at the moment. But
lots of people dropping out.
Yeah, they're
already.
Hopping. So here's the thing. One thing we've pretty much consistently seen is that players, like in pub games, the moment you can launch from the bus, you got like
you want that hot drop.
You got like 75% of the players in that lobby like, we out, boys. First second.
Lazy Links. Whereas in this case, nobody is touching.
No one, which is surprising because Lazy isn't terrible. It's pretty okay. You also have like ATKs you can make rotations with. You've got rifts that aren't too far away, even the Crooked Zone.
And you have the Shadow Stones south of it too now. Lazy Links is definitely a good place to drop. And I think that what's special about this tournament this week is we have a lot of duos that haven't played a lot of games together. You know, we've got a lot of new captains, we got a lot of new players, and so they might not be confident going to that hot drop, but, you know, reverse psychology, you go to that hot drop because nobody else wants to do it.
If everyone's thinking, no one's going to go there, there's too many good players, then you go, you're the good player.
Yeah, chances are when you're playing with a lot of people that are new or up and coming, you'll see them landing in these far corners of the map. They want to feel safe, they want to feel comfortable and have that good foundation before they're going into fights. And already, again, like last game, fight about to break out potentially in Viking.
That's right. It looks like there is only 5 players. So someone is by themselves right now. Jarl is here. I mean, so it looks like Jarl is saying,
guys, though,
this is our zone, right? And when it's Fnatic Jarl, you don't want... If he's close by, you just want to say, okay, look, you have that. I'm going to go somewhere else.
They've got a shotgun and a portafort, these two. So they're definitely just getting intel. I don't think they're going to go for any long-range shotgun kills or eliminations. And
Svenos.
Did you see
low
that?
he is.
Oh, and Rules just went down to Harmy.
And Fiona Meds as well. And look, if you saw, Alpha is closing in. But yeah, you talked about it. Svenos is 14 HP currently.
Trying to loot as he's being pursued.
Okay, all right.
Not a great... Ooh, okay. Doesn't go for the re-edit. Goes for the stairs.
Did he get the stick? He exploded Mary Gaming.
Oh, no. And picks up more explosives.
That's right.
That is not a guy you want to see explosives on.
That's correct. And then look, Highstyle is here. So I'm sure Highstyle was like, wait, did you hear that? Pretty sure there's an explosion. Look at this. It's Kinstar and Hunter. Don't forget, they've got that 2 times multiplier, ladies and gentlemen. Any elimination they get going in, any points they get coming out of this will be multiplied by 2.
So these guys are very, very hungry. And again, these are not people that you want to have in pursuit of you.
That's right.
Right away, they get a quick knock, and they're on to the next partner.
Dalo is down.
Not wasting any time. Oh, and he's so low, and he's going to potentially...
Look at the way they're like engaging. So you've got Hunter up top who's just putting down the pressure, and then Kinstar was down below waiting. He's like, that player's gonna hop down. I'm gonna be right where I need to be. And again, Kinstar, it's like it's math to him, right? He's like problem solving in his head, running the numbers like, okay, he's gonna be here in this amount of time. Here we go.
Well, it is early game, and you have to realize that not a lot of these players know that they need to be farming a lot of resources early. So when they're in those build fights, you're coming down soon. You're going to run out. I'm just going to wait down here, and when you come, we'll finish you off, and then we're moving on to take advantage of that 2 times multiplier.
That's right. And now checking out the new safe zone. So we're going to go to the top, more right half of the map, which is pretty good. Unfortunately,
so not on the island.
That's right. I was literally about to say, unfortunately, not near the island. But that's okay. We've got other cool places to go to as well. TC here, he's got 2 eliminations, which is good. That's pretty much the way you want to start things off.
Well, you're definitely playing for eliminations if you're dropping in Tilted. You're hoping that you're going to be able to have a good start on the other team, get those resources before them, and have that ideal fight against them. So winning Tilted is a great feeling. Great advantage.
I'm actually surprised we didn't see more people go to Tilted. It looks like it was just the 2 squads. So they picked up, one squad, took out another.
Did the teammate not have any?
No, they had 0 eliminations. Yep.
Right.
Yep, and now when we pull up the scoreboard again, so a lot of 2s, but look how many, that's it. You got 1, 2, 3 duos at the top with 2 points.
I mean, we have 83 people alive still.
Exactly. Look how many 0s are across the board. So there's only a handful of eliminations across the lobby right now. So there's still a lot of action to be had here. And now we're over at Gus, a.k.a. Racetrack, a.k.a. Gus.
Gus.
Gus. It spells out Gus.
What?
Look at it from the side. It's a tread.
Well,
yeah.
What?
There you go.
Oh, okay. I have never noticed that. Thank you for that. I'm going to share that with my stream. Actually, they're all being shared. Dang. Dang it.
Dang it.
No, you look cool.
Also, well, I'm doing the best that I can. Also, fun fact, if it's a real working racetrack, you can go there. If you put an ATK on it, you get like a start time, you get a lap time, you get how many laps you... Yeah, it's go there. If you haven't done it...
It is fun. And as long as the zone's on it, you can have a few minutes of fun.
Now, over to Reflection and Villex. Now, they are in Shifty Shafts. Again, so we're watching with this new spectator client, right? So you can take a look in the top right, and you can actually see where the other players are. So we've got a duo moving away from them, which is probably okay. They're moving more inland, trying to get safe.
Well, and you can also see the health of their teammate. So I really, really love this, the new client. It's great. And you get to see who it is. So Isma. And they're sitting on full shield. Oh, and full shield, full health, a chug, 8 minis. This is definitely an ideal lineup for Dementos. He's got to be feeling pretty confident. And 780 metal?
How did where did you get that? What?
Yeah, it looks like there's no more trucks and a few less shipping containers.
Yeah, they farmed it all. They said metal is valuable. We're going to take all of that. Thank you, though.
Yeah. And it looks like these guys seeing if they can spot anyone in the divot. Annie making a little base. Or that's not Annie. Alliance. Wait.
Take
This guy is a very quick. He's like high sensitivity Nova.
Yeah, he's just whipping it around right now. And I mean, again, so you got one
Alliance tick. Okay, I can't see it because of the client. Yes, so.
There you go. Look how many. So you got two duos here, right? You got one down in the divot. You have one at the diner. And now there is an engagement happening in Fatal Fields. Marijuana and Incline.
Build fights.
Now their kids are okay. They can take this fight. All right.
Definitely. Max Wood on Zari.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
Okay,
that was close.
That was definitely a mistake. His teammate going down to Marijuana. We watched a lot of Marijuana last game. Great player.
And he does have that double barrel. You talked about the potency of it, so he just got to close in.
So you don't see them finishing the teammate here, which sometimes can be a play by a lot of players. If you don't finish the teammate, then you're keeping the teammate around. You know, Zari still staying here. Ooh, and you see as I'm explaining this, but if you do kill the teammate right off the bat, often. Oh, and Zari has gone down. He's in a bad position.
Marijuana said
he did have full match, so I think he was definitely trying to play the more sneaky route. Maybe these guys will think that I push somewhere else. I can get the shot with a shotgun. But they knew exactly where he was.
That's right.
But yeah, often if you leave that teammate down, then you're gonna promote the other teammate to come and push in to try and save the teammate. But in that case, it was.
They said nah.
They knew their fate.
Yeah. That's a great point, because, again, we kind of touched on it a little bit earlier. You only get the points if you confirm the elimination. So when you down a player, it's like, hey, teammate, your boy's down. You're going to help him?
You want to get him?
What are you going to do?
I'm going to be here with him, keeping him company.
Come on down. No, I'm not there. Whatever your teammate's telling you, I'm not here. I don't fight. That's right. This is a replay from Rojo and Kinzel. Let's see how things unfolded. Well.
Quickly.
All right. Rojo says, Zeke, don't worry. This is going to be a fast replay. Elimination for me. And now he's got 2 eliminations. Kinzel has none currently, but that's okay. We've got plenty of time.
Definitely. And these are the best setups right now, in my opinion. You have that AR, you have that shotgun, you have that SMG. They both work very, very well together, but no long range. But you actually don't see a lot of players picking up the long range unless they're very confident. With the sniper. So, let me see another engagement happening. Over
at Tomato Temple, Atlantis Kedra and Lolito.
So it looks like these guys have just finished a fight. I think the guys that are down at the bottom, Hycel, and these guys are coming up on them after the fight.
Now here's the thing.
They know someone's in here healing.
Yeah, so there's another duo. They're fighting another duo, but if you look on the minimap, there is another duo nearing Tomato Temple. They're moving quickly, so they probably use Loot Island, but Kedster takes a bunch of hits, goes down.
And I don't think he meant to put that stare in that direction.
Oh, it's a rough. We don't like to see it. Now it's Lolito in a 1v2.
Wow.
And Hycel says, no.
No.
Lobby.
You thought you had the advantage, sir. No.
Nice try. And they get a grappler and a bunch of loot as their rewards. And as you can see,
special delivery.
Yeah, a loot transfer, if you will.
Oh,
you see that?
Razor.
That's right.
Like to see him. Look at that nice little edit build he's got, using the roof to get some peeks while staying safe.
Now, I don't know if you saw who's near them right now. It's Mitro.
Oh,
Mitro is close.
Great.
Guys,
let's go,
everybody,
Fortnite.
Disengage. Disengage the fight. Mitro is here. POTUS is here. We gotta go.
No, have confidence. When you're playing in this, the biggest thing that's helped me is you need to feel in your heart that you can eliminate any other player.
Right.
If you go into this thinking that anyone is better than you, you're gonna play in a way that is not benefiting anyone. And
that's right.
So making sure that if you're Lou or Razor and you see Mitro's skin, you're prepared, you're ready, you're confident.
You know, I really like that, because this is kind of a subject we've touched on kind of briefly throughout the entire Skirmish series, is confidence, right? And that's such a great point, because if you're in a 2v2 or 1v1, or you're engaging another player, and like you're saying, in your heart of hearts, you don't believe you're going to win, you've lost the fight. It's too late, because you've already set yourself up for failure. But if you go in, even if you think you're going to lose, and you say, no, I'm going to go with this full force, I'm going full send, I'm giving it everything I've got, you've got more of a chance, right?
100%.
And I think that's going to play a factor coming into this tournament, because specifically, like you touched on earlier, it's duos that haven't played together. They got partnered up, I believe, yesterday, so they haven't had too much time.
Well, and there's a lot of people in here it's their first skirmish as well. So as a new player, even if you're a professional, when you know that you're now in a lobby against the best of the best, that can definitely play some havoc on your mind. So just knowing that, you know, all you got to do is play your best game. You have nothing to prove. You're chosen for a reason. You're here.
That's right.
Just do your best and have fun. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, this is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And a lot of prize money and club points. But, you know, fun.
Fun.
So,
also, if you're Fortnite, right?
Yeah. So we see Kinzel and Kinstar hanging out together. Looks like they're content just to have a nice apartment on top of each other. And doesn't look like they're engaging.
That's right. There's 71 players currently left alive, Kitty. 71. All right. Taking a look at the scoreboard and kind of where players are at right now. Marijuana and Incline, they've got 4 eliminations as a duo. They've got 1 point on the board.
So does Heisel. That was the team we saw that had the loot delivery.
Yeah, the loot transfer. That's right. And look how many players. Again, there's a lot of 2s on the board. They need 4 eliminations to meet that first threshold. So, I mean, I'm sure there's. Don't forget.
That's one other duo.
Yeah, it's one other duo.
One other pro duo that, you know, is probably pretty looted right now. Might have a lot of shield.
Could be Mitro. Could be Razor. It's tough. I mean, again, this is a tough ask. It's a stacked lobby, but.
So Sops is at the top. It looks like he's fighting both of them right now. His teammate's pretty low. He has knocked Marijuana, and he's going to look for the finish, I think. But dropping down could put him at risk, so I think he's playing it safe. His teammate coming in to take the finish. And
Incline didn't stick the landing.
Okay. That is one of the most heartbreaking things that can happen in this game. Like we said, you need the 4 points for the 1 elimination. When you get 1 duo and then you get 1 of another duo, you know that you're now probably going to have to fight another duo just to get that first point threshold. So that's not a good feeling. And Kinzel, knowing that he's got Kinstar below him.
Here's the thing.
Finally leaving his apartment.
Yeah.
Meeting in the hallway.
Meeting in the hallway. Here's the thing, Kitty, is Kinstar is by himself. Hunter is down.
Oh!
So it's just Kinstar. He has to fend for himself.
How's his resources?
Oh, man.
He got up. He got up. So he's actually got high ground on these guys, which is the ideal position. Oh, he's got about 700 mats.
How does he have so many mats? He needs to know. Okay, now keep in mind, he gets, he only got 2 eliminations, so he actually didn't see points. So your prediction came true. Cast or curse?
Anyone that's a fan, I'm sorry, I apologize. I think you guys are great.
Oh, even Gotaga goes down. Ukes is down as well. Now we're starting to see the lobby thin out. You hate to see it. Now here's the thing. Don't forget, Masta also got the victory off last game. So we'll have to tune in and see if we can see if he is still alive, because also his duo has that multiplier active as well.
Yeah. But we have another Solary player alive, guys. So if you're a big fan of the group, it's...
They're still alive and kicking. Don't you worry. They're still represented.
Oh, boy. It's 65 people alive. So it was really interesting to me is always watching this mini-map. So you'll see on the very edge of the zone, all the little duos scattered all the way around, pretty much just drawing out the circle for you. And then again, the bottom part of this circle is where the most amount of land was pushing in. So if you're a new player, paying attention to things like this is really important, especially if you want to avoid fights and wait for that last engagement. So you would want to position yourself at the north with the least amount of people pushing into you, because this bottom area is definitely going to be popping, but these guys want eliminations, so they're going to have their eyes. If you look at these guys here, they've got eyes on the other players at this bottom part of the zone. They know everyone's just pushed in. They might be low on materials and hoping to get the kill.
That's right.
Elimination.
And now we get the new safe zone, Kitty. It's north, which isn't bad. You know,
it's not too far.
It's not too far, but look at that mini-map top right. Look how many players are near each other. You called it out. They're just waiting. You see people
moving already. So a lot of people have this strategy. As soon as they see the zone, they're making their move. There's no hesitation. They want to get set up. They want to create their foundation, and then they want to go and take shots at the other players that are pushing in after them. But you know, depending on who has the zone already, they could be keeping an eye on those guys who are going to be making the push right away. So it's not always the best play, but it's a lot of pro players go to.
Gotaga and Airwalk's script is just on the other side of a wall, and it is over to him.
I thought we saw Gotaga go down, so he must have just been knocked. Oh, no, he was eliminated by Gotaga. We watched Gotaga get a kill.
He eliminated by Gotaga. Yep. And so Ukes is down. Ukes is an all-star player. I say that because he also uses the triple threat skin. So get it like it's an NBA reference. Do things. Try to be funny sometimes. But script. Yes, I got Kitty with the joke. That's all that matters.
I like that you like explained it for me.
Yeah. I'm a dork, so it is what it is. But Jarl, he is over here again in the divot, and now the storm is moving. Kitty, you don't want to be the storm at this point of the game, right?
No.
It's going to start to tick for way too much.
And you don't want to be in the position that he's in. So he doesn't have the high ground of the divot. He's kind of stuck under these rocks. Sometimes it's hard to navigate around, but it looks like he made it out fine and making the play towards his own. He's got 2
shockwaves.
I was going to say impulse, but 2 shockwaves to work with. And some chiller tracks.
That's right. I saw the chillers. Is he going to try and make some slide plays?
This is definitely not the time that you want to be doing that. You want to be having full control of your character to hopefully dodge any of the shots that are coming in from the other teams that are already in a safe position.
Wait, did he just launch his teammate back? I don't know that he...
I think he did.
Jarl. Oh, all he was lost in storm.
Wait, Jarl's teammate's food.
Yeah, food. I don't even know where. There's so much happening. We got a bunch of players being knocked right now, left and right. Aragon, this takes down a player.
Airwalk's getting nice eliminations. These guys have had great positioning this whole time. They really didn't have to move very far for the new circle, but as I say that, the new zone is on the exact opposite side of these two.
That's how it goes.
Yep. That's like, hey, and Lou and Razaru live. Look at that.
Still live.
Do we have Mitro?
So
maybe there was a little
down there at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Right there. I'm telling you. I don't know how Mitro does it every single time.
You know what? I find Bizzle from NA to be a player that's a lot like that, where you don't see him a lot, and then end game, of course, Bizzle's still alive.
Yeah, you're like, how is he eliminating everyone? What's happening? It's Bizzle.
Yeah,
oh no.
Just Bizzle.
Oh man, but look at this. Walker took a gigantic chunk of damage to look like there was a grenade.
But he's got a med kit waiting from his teammates, so he's just gonna hop in there, have the edit ready for him. See, that's teamwork. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. Okay.
Yeah, boy, come in here. I'll take care of you.
Over, look at this. So Airwalks and Gotaga. Now keep in mind, Gotaga has 4 eliminations. Airwalks has the 1.
And these guys know they have to move. Look at that zone. They're just sitting at the north. Oh, but look at they have a jump pad.
Yep.
They have a grappler. They have pretty much max resources other than that brick. They're
good to go.
This is the ideal position for these guys to be in with that zone. And they are good. Wait, do they have another jump pad? They do.
Yeah, so it looks like, I believe Gotaga must have just used his, and he was like, Airwalk, save yours. I got this.
Yeah, these are definitely the items that you want to have going into this late game. And landing
he lands
on
loot?
What?
And another grappler. Kitty, what?
Okay.
This is a loot delivery. This isn't a transfer. This is just here's free things.
This is just the skill. This is just the the 500 IQ these guys have. Oh, Svenos going down to an explosive. I don't know if Gotaga got that elimination.
Yes.
Dementos.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was up there for a moment.
Razor and Lou, 200 health, sitting pretty. Go Fortnite.
Even down bottom left, Mitro. Look at him. Look how safe they are.
And he has a teammate this time too. So definitely working in his favor. You have that person to work with to, shuttle loot for you, which is great.
That's right. 40 players left. I mean, we're about to get a new safe zone. Oh, Kitty, look where it goes. Goes top right.
That's what I like to see.
And look at this. It's just, watch the kill feed. Things are happening. Players are going down. You even had someone lost the storm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just listen to the gunfire.
36th alive. This is the time of the game where things get a little wild, but as a player, all you gotta do is make sure you've got all your walls around you.
All the walls.
You're safe because you never know at this point of the game where shots are gonna be coming from, where those edit plays are gonna be happening, and that was a nice kill by Powder for elimination. Here he goes. Oh, another knock in the storm.
There's so many.
So how much is the storm hitting for 5 right now or 10?
It's I believe it's 5.
5
maybe it's
right
even
now.
7.
Okay. Oh, and Gotaga using a jump pad to get over here. These guys already have a new position.
Look at Kinzel. He's like 1 HP.
Oh, please don't take fall damage.
Oh.
Or do. It would be entertaining. I'm here for the entertainment value.
That's right.
Of the
there
game.
you go. Kinzel.
Oh, 2 health.
Oh, but he's got 2 med kits.
Okay, so he's definitely doesn't have time to wait for the storm to catch up to him. He wants to get in and use that med kit.
Kinzel, you just need to stop.
Oh, and he found these 2 nice metal walls waiting for him.
Going for
Look
it.
at his resources.
He has nothing.
He has nothing. But he has those 2 traps still. So maybe he'll... Could you slide an enemy teammate out of the zone? And they'll just keep going.
With the chiller,
yeah.
you could. I'm hoping to see that.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to see that.
Mitro getting a knock on Tixi. So I'm not sure where Mitro is at in terms of total eliminations right now. But we do have Rojo and Kinzel sitting with 6.
And look, Windstrike,
and
Razor, and Lou.
5.
They're still here. They're alive.
Of course. They're going to get that victory royale for the Fortnites.
Oh, okay. All right.
And so they're sitting on three eliminations. So they do need that 4th elimination for that point. So hopefully either finding a solo or a weak duo. But... Oh, and Dementos, no shots. I was going to say, why is no one taking any shots at him? This guy is in the open.
Freely moving to safety.
But 6 traps, max brick, a ton of metal. So that's just, these are the things that are the most important moving into this. Oh, and, okay, he has no AR
bullets. Yeah.
It's a lot of shotgun.
Yeah, it's not how you want to be right now.
So he's not going to be able to spam any walls, but, you know, having that shotgun for the close range action is great. And is nobody noticing this?
I don't think so. Razor is doing what Razor does.
So much chaos down below that these guys are getting away with it.
Yeah, this is classic Razor.
Skybases don't always work, but I mean, again, very entertaining. It'll be interesting to see what these guys do. You definitely want to have a method of getting down from it if you are going to take that position. So I don't know if those guys have a jump pad or not. The bouncer was vaulted, so they definitely don't have one of those.
Just use a chiller. Slide down.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you still take fall damage with the chiller.
I just want to see someone use a chiller.
Oh, Gotaga going down to Via Linen? Sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right.
Razor takes
couple
fall
frames.
damage. 4 fall damage.
Ooh, but he's got that grappler. Okay, so the grappler is a nice method. I hope that's his teammate that he's taking a mini in front of.
Oh, yeah.
And Mitro, again, he's the guy. And Lou, having that super high ground, Razor actually makes it back up to his teammate.
Oh, okay, wait. Windwalker and his teammate have 7 eliminations between them.
Okay, that happened in a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
Then,
Lou finds another 2. That means they've got 1 point on the board. Fortnite represent.
Mitro only has 1 as well. They have 4 points, so they do get that first point. That's great.
Look, Dementos just hit 5. That means 1 more, they'd hit another threshold for 2.
Windwalker hit 8. That's amazing. Great for them.
Ooh, there's so much happening.
8 remaining. So you really... Oh, Steph going down.
Wait, Dementos got it. He exploded someone. Steph.
So they're at 6. They're at 6.
That means
that's the second threshold.
That's right. 2 points hitting the board.
All right, these guys are just spamming down, hoping to get anything. But the unfortunate part about this is, as much as they would love to hit the people at the bottom with the low health, everyone in between is going to be building, protecting them. So what they're really focused on is getting that. Ooh, Lou, drop down, got the. Wait, no, he didn't drop down. He's sitting on top with a minigun, getting these eliminations.
Lou. Wait, no, wait, what happened?
Someone just died to a trap. And then someone couldn't stand. Oh, Mitro couldn't stand his own stink.
He couldn't stand his own stink.
What? Oh, well, did I just call that? Hang on.
All right. Kitty, are you Nostradamus?
Is this?
Are you? I'm gonna start calling you Nostradamus because you just see the future. There is a lot of things that just went down. We're gonna.
Hashtag Fortnite Skirmish. Hashtag Kitty Psychic. I mean, it's just.
There was a lot of things that happened. So let's take a look at some replays. Let's see if we can break this down a little bit.
What happened.
Yeah. So right at the top, Mitro lands in his own stink bomb.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see.
Yeah.
It really is difficult with that though. Like personally, I wouldn't even be using those. But again, him dying could get him a bunch of eliminations on the other players. So if there's 7 people fighting in that close range area, if you throw a bunch of sinkers on it,
they might just get eliminated.
You might just get those eliminations simultaneous with yourself. But I mean, points are points.
Yeah, points are points. And I think Lou might have made a secretly dope play in that he just applied pressure with the minigun. He had like 600 minigun bullets or something insane.
Yeah.
And he's just firing down. He's not necessarily hitting. He got a few hits, we saw.
Yeah.
But he's just saying like, hey, everybody, there's a minigun, and everyone's like, there's a minigun. Oh gosh,
Yeah.
we're down below. What's going on?
And there's no chance for other people to heal off with that. So that's not a sound that you want to be hearing when you're popping the med kit on the bottom floor.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I'm cool. You know, this is going to go off. I'm going to win.
Yeah.
From above.
No. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was a great ending.
But on top of that, he
definitely.
also stops people from building as they're trying to like protect themselves. He's just blowing away the cover.
You guys
It's
are
like,
all going to fight in this one zone that I'm just opening up a hole for. And ultimately, I mean, Mitro could have thrown the stinger below him, you know, and then dropped down because of Lou breaking his floor.
Yeah.
So, you know, this is the 500 IQ Fortnite's plays.
The Fortnites. Let's take a look at some of the highlights coming out of game number 2. But again, that means Lou and Razor activate the 2 times multiplier going into the next game.
Oh, this one was wild. I don't. Did he actually stick, or was it just the?
I think he might have stuck near.
Okay.
Yeah. It's hard to tell. It all happened so quickly. But again, this is only the 2nd game, Kitty. We have 4 more games just like this to cast.
This is what gets me excited. Honestly, I love watching these games. I love watching these players. They're so talented, and every single week they get more talented. You know, you think they've reached the pinnacle, but no, they've got something new in store for you. Unless you're Solary Kinstar.
Yeah. So
Sorry.
So here's the thing: if you're just tuning in, you missed it. Kinstar and Hunter, they dropped 8 eliminations first game. They're like, hey, 2 times multiplier. Here we go.
Yeah.
Second game, before we even start the game, Kitty's like, you know what'd be cool is if they didn't get any points. They couldn't utilize that multiplier. I want to see drama. Right off the gate, they went down.
They did get 2 kills.
They got elimination, but it's not enough.
Heartbreaking because, like, if they had one more duo, then they're getting that double multiplier. And I'm sorry.
Kitty.
I don't want to put curses on anyone, okay?
Oh my gosh. What do you guys at home think of all the action? Now, if you enjoyed the first 2 games, hit us with that hashtag Fall Skirmish. Don't forget to rep your favorite clubs.
Yes.
Don't forget also to send Kitty a follow and then do @KittyPlays, hashtag you are Nostradamus.
Maybe they can tell me how many things I predicted that game. Because I think there was a few.
We should like keep a counter going, and at the end of it, we're like, Kitty had 1,000 correct guesses. Something doesn't line up here. She can actually see the future.
I mean, that's my play style. That's what I'm good at.
Seeing the future?
As a player. No, it's just knowing, it's understanding the map, understanding the players, and that's why I do well. That's why I place well in the skirmishes. I've got my firepower guy. Okay, you pick up the strongest guy, whether it's Tfue or Bizzle or Creo or Cease, and you have them just, you know, you focus on eliminations. I'll focus on the 7 billion IQ.
Yeah, 7 billion IQ. There you go, ladies.
The number gets bigger every time.
That's how Kitty operates. She just has 7 billion IQ. Yeah. But with that, we're going to take a break. I know. We'll be back with more games. Don't worry, we'll be back with Kitty as well. We'll see you guys after a break.
maintain. When we winning everything, we never move in silence, and bushes never hiding.
What up guys, I'm Putrid with #Fortnites. Not really a cook, but decided to try my hand at this challenge, so here's the masterpiece we came up with. We got a Durr burger over here with a nice little tongue sticking out made of uncured ham, then typical eyes made of mozzarella and olives, toasted bun, the broccoli for trees, a nice tomato temple in the back, and a sparkling blueberry limeade in a chug jug. So, yeah, that's my submission. #Fortnites.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back from the break. As always, I'm Zeke. If you're just tuning in, that's a word, we are joined by Kitty Plays.
What's up, you guys? Okay, so I did tell you earlier that I would come back with a name for Mitro. That's better than Legend.
Okay.
And I had some help from Twitter, and it's Demigod.
Demi?
Yes.
God.
Yes, he's not, he's not Zeus, he's not a god yet,
Not yet.
It's Demigod.
Mitro is demigod
So what do you guys,
status.
I don't know, what do you think, Zeke? What is that?
I don't know. I mean, if you guys agree that #Fall Skirmish, feel free to use that. Feel free to rep your favorite clubs.
#Fall Skirmish, Demigod, at Mitro. I'm not sure what his full handle is.
And then at Kitty Plays, because you should also follow her. She's incredible.
Also follow Zeke.
I'm okay. You don't need to do that. It's okay. But hey, welcome back. If you're just tuning in and you're like, what's going on? I just got here. What's going on? Let's talk about it. Let's take a look at the standings. We'll start there.
Ooh,
so we saw two incredible games. At the top, Windwalker, 6 points with his duo. Razor and Lou, after that last game, have 5 points on the board. Now, Kitty, here's the thing.
Look at the red, ladies and gentlemen.
So, yeah, we've added the ability to see clubs. You can kind of tell where the... that's a lot of red. That's a lot of red. Wow, and that's a lot of Bush Bandits as well. I mean, there's a lot of teams representing.
Definitely.
Here's the thing.
And
don't forget, only top 10.
The Rift,
Rift Raiders, they're there. They're there as well. And again, look how close these standings are. It's only 1 point, right? Like 1 point will put you in the top 20. Yes. If you have 2 points, you can be as high as top 15.
You're
close.
Definitely, I mean, if you've had a hard start the first 2 games, I mean, sometimes you just have bad starts. And you definitely still have a chance.
Right.
Top 10, even number 1, if you're sitting with 0 points, it's really just going to take that one important game for you to get on that board. So
that's right. Yep. So 4 games left to play.
Definitely.
Now, let's talk about the format. Every week we swap it up. We're going with the modified version of last week's format. So it's going to be 6 games, obviously in the dual format. We've got victory rounds worth 3 points, 2nd and 3rd place are worth 2 points, and then 4th and 5th place are worth 1 point.
Yeah, and the eliminations, again, 8 elims is going to get you 3 points, 6 to 7 is going to get you 2, and 4 to 5 is going to get you 1. But the most important of all these things, if you use it.
If you use it.
Is the 2 times multipliers.
Yes.
Yeah.
So a victory round is going to not only net you the 3 points, but it will multiply your points going into next game. This is the points you accrue in that game. Or if you drop 8 eliminations, you get those 3 points, and then the multiplier. Again, these don't stack. So if you just, again, are tuning in, what we saw is right off the gate, Hunter, Kinstar, they drop multiplier, and then Kitty predicted they would not be able to use it.
My bad.
And
Sorry,
that's
boys.
exactly what happened. I mean, this is what's at stake right now, right? Look at the prize pool. Look at the club points for Kitty. What's that? What do you think they're playing for right there?
Oh, I just think that the most limbs in a single match. Okay, these are the chances that people have when you have 100 like pros that are used to this game. They're used to the skirmishes. That's a really difficult one to get. But in this kind of style, there's a lot of new people coming into the skirmishes. A lot of nerves, a lot of opportunities to overwhelm them with your aggression and get those high kill games to get the 50.
That's right.
I think the highest we've seen 2 8-elim games.
I believe
we haven't seen any 9s yet, so
that's correct.
I mean, spots
4
still
games.
open, or they could
4
share it. But I mean, you got to go get that #1. Yeah.
Now, if you had to pick a team,
I want to see 18.
18? 18 eliminations?
Yeah, I want to see 18.
Okay, hey Mitro, I'm gonna dial Mitro. Hey Mitro.
Oh, no. Mitro's not a Fortnite, so
wait,
hey, calling all Fortnites.
Loot Razor?
Come online, boys. Okay,
yeah,
get that 18.
So, yeah, Kitty's a Fortnite. She's
No,
part
I'm
of
not.
team. What? Yeah, you're part of Team Fortnites. So you're a little biased.
I am.
A little biased.
I know, just a little bit. But I mean, I've met a lot of these players. I've gotten to know a few of them, and they're great. I'm just excited to see good gameplay and all the drama possible. Just all the up. I want to go up and down and up and down. And,
roller coaster.
Yeah.
Of emotions.
I want nothing confirmed until the very end.
That's. Well, you're probably going to get that, Kitty, because pretty much the Skirmish series teaches us that. It's not over until the final game is played and the final standings are shown.
I know.
Again, we got 4 games left to play. We watched 2 incredible games.
And then NA.
Oh my gosh.
It's a full day of Fortnite.
It's a full day of Fortnite.
This is my dream day right now, everybody. I'm just having so much fun.
Again, that hashtag, Fall Skirmish. Let us know your thoughts. We love having a conversation with you guys. Let us know what you think. Are you enjoying the games? What do you think of Kitty? She's awesome. It's great having her here. And again, make some predictions. What are you hoping wins? Do you think?
Oh yeah, see, can you come against Nostradamus? Yeah, see if you can out-predict me. Let's go.
Look, Kitty's like, I don't even know.
I already have an ego about predicting.
What's the number?
Didn't take long.
I am the predictor. Nostradamus. I think you predicted. How many things did you actually predict? So you predicted Kidstar and Hunter.
Yeah, I do. I wish I didn't predict that one. Okay, I wish that was.
You know, it's a rough one, but that's what happens when you enter a lobby full of stacked players. Sometimes things don't go your way.
And then the Lou victory. So we'll see if I can also predict this victory as well. So we'll see.
Just wait.
I got a tweet from Miss Rage, and she said, "Please predict our victory."
Miss Rage, there you go.
Miss Rage, you got this, girl.
She's like,
okay.
Nostradamus.
Wait, I mean you're not Fortnite, so I'll give you a top 5. I'll give you a top 5.
There you go. There you have it. Boy. And now the battle bus is launching. Now we get to see where players go.
Lots of people dropping. So depending on the angle, you're going to see a lot of people going south from that battle bus because it's a pretty far north one. So that's a fun thing about battle buses is it adds a lot of extra strategy elements. But for me personally, I really do enjoy watching the back of the battle bus, seeing how many players are dropping, kind of seeing what angles that they're headed towards, and then making my decision off of that. But everyone that's jumping out now, so you can kind of see the bottom right corner. There's a lot of people that they're looking around furiously. These guys did not have a chance to see the initial battle bus drop. They want to make sure that they know exactly how many people are playing in the zone that they're playing, so they're not caught off guard.
Man, Paradise is about to be a hot spot. I mean, even look at Tilted.
I think they're headed to the
Pueblo?
The South Town. Yeah, what is that called?
I call it Pueblo. A lot of
some people call it Case Houses, Western Town.
Okay.
I love the design of it personally. I just think it's a fun little place to be.
There's also so much loot there. You just land and there's like a chest in just about every little house.
It's the best place ever.
It's the best.
Well, not the best. Well, I mean, I love Kitty Island, but we'll talk about that later. I'm biased.
Freaky goes down though.
We're just talking about that. So maybe it's not the best place to land. If you're not landing on top of that shotgun, this is a very punishing place for that. If you're not landing on that gun, you're relying on one of those chest houses. You're gonna be in some doo-doo.
Yeah. There you go. That's Nostradamus' prediction there. So now we're over to Reflection and Villix. Any predictions, Kitty? Are you seeing anything?
I mean, these guys have consistently done well so far. You haven't seen them putting up any big points, but I mean, we've been seeing a lot of great plays by them. So, I mean, but Hycel, like those guys again, they have done an amazing job. So having these two teams going against each other this early, we might see them either get aggressive or decide to be. Oh, yep. He has an RPG, so I don't see why these guys would choose not to fight in this situation.
Yeah, it's not ever what you want to engage on. You're like, hey, it's early game. Let's take some fights. That guy's got an RPG.
Well,
okay, reassess everything.
Oh, and Sakoner just went down. One thing that you have to recognize is great. Oh, and they're getting third party. That's, yeah. These guys are looking for that opportunity. They know that Villix is low now, and they'll probably be making a move on him. So what Villix is doing is really smart. So sandwiching happens a lot in this game. So what you want to make sure to do is you're the bread. You never want to be the meat in a sandwich, okay? Because when you have 2 pieces of bread coming in from both sides, that is when you're going to have the lowest advantage. So he, for a second,
okay.
I like to see it. So Villix was in a bad position. He was at the center of the fight. He had lots of people shooting from either side. So what he did was just remove himself during that. And so what you're doing is you're promoting the team that has the advantage on you to instead take out the other team that has an advantage on you. So that's a great strategy. And,
well,
hate to see it.
Powder.
I feel like, wait. Last time we spectated Rules early game, we saw him get shotgun too. We came into the spectating, and he got 1 bonus.
Well, also Vermax there as well.
Beautiful.
They got Heisel and Ju. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you know.
Yeah, they do finish that fight off.
There's eliminations happening pretty much everywhere right now.
Yeah.
And now look, even Lucky landing, there was some action being had.
So yeah, you do, like I said, a lot of these players do land and like to land on the outside areas, get your foundation. But the thing about landing in the outside areas is most people land in the outside areas. So as much as you're not looking for fights, you're going to find them.
Over to Lazy and Sieba here, who are engaged against another player. It's Jarl.
Jarl.
Oh boy, you don't want to be fighting Jarl here at the start of the game. Literally a raid boss to begin. You're like, hey, let's play Fortnite. Raid boss.
These guys have no resources to work with. They do have that jump pad, and they have a flat if they wanted to place it, but I don't see Jarl having that many resources this early either. There are a lot of trees around this area, but...
And they don't even really have much in the way of ammo.
He has one SMG bullet. Wow.
All right, 3 bullets. 2, 1.
Using that gray tack.
Lazy trying to disengage. Dual pistols.
He took a big shot.
No shotgun ammo.
I'm not sure why he dropped those dual pistols. Sometimes those are very strong in these situations.
They're actually like more potent than a shotgun.
Wow.
If you can hit your shots at close range.
Yes. Yeah. They're amazing, and they're really fun to use too. Like they just all of a sudden the person just disappears.
Just disappears.
Like, goodbye.
That's it. Let's check out this replay from Heisel. So this was going in. That was their elimination.
Oh, how many limbs do those guys? I think we watched a couple of
that
those.
was a replay, so I believe that was just their first set. Yeah. And now Mirwana and Incline. Mirwana is down.
Don't like to see it, especially when you get someone down to 7.
Wait,
and he has a res
you have to get Mirwana now.
I think he got it.
Yeah, Mirwana's still okay. Wow, Mirwana had like
So this
2
is really
HP.
risky. If this teammate, like he's definitely looking to,
he got it. No way.
Oh my gosh. So Q, if you are Q Sanity's teammate right now, you are not happy. You are not happy that was allowed to happen. As teammates, you should be playing in close enough range. They had the advantage on the team, but they were just too separated. And Mirwana is...
Dude.
He's probably crying tears of joy right now.
I'd be like, Incline, you're teammate of the year. I mean, Incline commits to the revive, gets it off, and then immediately as he's coming in, puts the wall, so he's going to be okay, and they turn the whole situation around.
Yeah, that was a great play by them for sure.
Now back over to Pueblo, a.k.a. Every other place that Kitty called this place additionally. Let's take a look. So this is how things went down, right? So this is one Sanity,
Yeah, when they both had fire. Like, you're just in a bad position in that situation. These guys are probably feeling pretty hyped up after the revive.
I feel like I would be too. If that was me, I'd be like, yes, we're winning this
buddy,
game.
You're the best teammate ever. That's what I would be.
Like that's one of those situations where you're like, you're coming to my wedding. You're the best man or bridesmaid or whatever.
Well, providing they get some of the prize money, you know.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. They're like, we did this, but you also have to win.
If we turn this into the comeback of the century.
Can you imagine? Yeah. That would be unbelievable. But over to Sops and Nems. They are near Gus.
Going down. They're rushed.
All right, so
I always watch the kill feed. I guess as a player, that's one of the most important important things that you can do because it does show a kill feed for people that are kind of in range of you too, which is important to recognize. So you can use that as a tool to see the teams that have landed in the general area. And ooh, Jarl pushing up, coming off a victory on Kinstar and Hunter. But those two are sitting on, when they have the full health and the full shield.
Yep.
Those are raid bosses. You really?
You don't.
No 2x multiplier.
Yeah. No. Don't forget they did lose that 2x multiplier. That's okay. They've had time to reset.
Yeah.
They're going to be back in the game
They're
now.
feeling confident again. They're going for that next one. Ooh, and Miss Rage, who asked earlier for the prediction. Let's hope that they make it out of this.
But look, Mitro is also close by. There's a huge engagement happening
And they're
here.
making a lot of noise, too. That's definitely something that you have to consider as players. When you're fighting for too long, you know that there's going to be other players in the area that are going to take advantage of that and push in to try and maybe catch you off guard, like what you're seeing happening now. That's another team that's coming in to the area.
This Rage is being sandwiched,
So we have
as you
Mitro
called
on
it.
top. We have 5 different people inside the warehouse.
Seiko Taga is also joining the fray. You've got the likes of Fuchs and his teammate here. Miss Rage, though, hanging on to life. She just goes down.
Oh.
That in itself is
And they
impressive.
just finished right away.
She was fighting like 4 people all at once.
I mean, that building is really difficult to fight in. You've got all those rafters up above. You've got the double level. And so just, I mean, if I was in that situation getting out of that area, sometimes you can use it to your advantage, but you're risking a weird fight.
Yeah. Oh, Script picks up the shockwave grenades.
And look at that mini-map. Look at all the different teams that are in here now. We've got 2 coming in from the north, 2 coming in from the south. We got 2 actually sitting in the other warehouse, and we still have 3 different people in here.
That's right.
Oh, so that is Mitro. So it looks like they're taking it easy. They're choosing not to engage in that interior fight. They have plenty of opportunities, so they're choosing probably. That's going to be a little messy.
Yeah, they don't really want to take that.
No.
They're like, there's no need. Powder, though, being aggressed on right now. M11.
Going down.
Oh, all right. So he just walks up and just cheek. Wow. I like to call those disrespectful. You just like kind of walk up and you like put the wall and you're like, nah, bruh. Nah, I'll just take your stuff.
Deleted.
And Control-Alt-Delete, you're out of the game. But Toma there and Tixi, one of them is getting revived. Kaz on fire, still left alive up top. He's got nothing, though.
Hey, guys. Maybe they'll think this. Oh, he just built it. Sometimes hiding in towers that are already there is a strategy in itself because people will think that you're not in it, especially when you're sitting on 22 health. You want to be going for those third-party plays, hopefully getting the finish and then getting their health and shield.
That's right.
Oh, this looks like a fun area to be.
Oh, no way!
Jules!
So Daedra goes down, but Jules says, not today, friend.
And Masta, who is the winner of the first game.
That's right.
With 2. Ooh. So he's going to go, I think he's definitely going for the finish.
You think so?
He wants the high ground. He wants that finish, but I mean, if he goes for the finish, he's going to How far are those shots coming from?
Those are far.
Who wants a piece of that?
Yeah, they're like, hey, stop moving. We want a third party this.
I think he is he sticking it. Oh, Jules did stick it.
There you
so
go.
Master choosing not to spam it allowed Jules actually to get the full revive on him. And right into bandages. Wow. So this is not a great situation for Masta. He is down his teammate. He's going to be going up against a duo, and he has shots coming in from afar.
Oh, okay. So look, you've got Kinstar and Hunter. They're in Salty. The Genside duo, they're coming up from Corrupted Zone. They both have the Shadow Stones active, so they're like moving right now.
Oh, they have the shadows. So okay.
Yep.
That's even worse situation.
Yes.
But he does have that rift. So at any point, Masta can choose, okay, this isn't a fight that I have the advantage. Definitely using rifts this early is not.
Wow.
Nice save.
Oh. Wow.
Wow. I like to see it.
Yeah.
Or do I? Maybe I like to see people take fall damage.
Listen, Nostradamus, I don't know. You're the one making the predictions. You tell me.
I love seeing fall damage.
There it is. Okay, I figured.
I mean, it's just kind of like, ooh.
It's kind of one of those like,
ooh, please.
It's like you feel bad, but it's also kind of like, all right.
So those guys must have taken out whoever was on top of the warehouse. who was sitting low with 22 health, because I don't see them anywhere on the area with Gotaga. But back to Jules. So they're still. I mean, okay, full health and full shield after that revive. Jules really took care of him.
Yeah.
He is a raid boss now, and if your master sitting on top of these two, you're considering your options.
Yeah, you're like, you know what? Look, let's just wait. Let's let more people come in. You guys fight it out. I will look to third party at that point.
Ooh.
But over to
we got a
Kinzo
hill
and
fight.
Rojo. Jarl is just above them. Oh yeah, he sees them. He's like, hey, we got 2 bogeys down below. What do we do here? Well, and he's like, well, you're Jarl, so I don't know. What do you want to do? Ooh, the likes of Tixi and Toma had 6 eliminations.
Already. And we've got 52 left in the lobby still.
That's right.
Could this be the 18?
Oh, well, keep in mind they're eliminated. But High Styled has 4 eliminations. So Yuke's duo combined has 4 eliminations.
We haven't talked very much about Tixi, but he's actually an amazing player that comes out of Belgium. And he's labeled as the most aggressive player in the game. Right now, nobody else has more than 30+ elimination games in solo versus squads. And he has the world record with 43.
Whoa.
So,
wow.
I'm actually kind of surprised that we haven't seen him that notable on the leaderboard yet. But apparently he's come online now with 5 eliminations already with half the lobby left.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see. Maybe it's the 18.
Ooh, maybe. That's all Kitty wants to see at the end of this is 18 elimination game
A little
players.
bit of fall damage.
Yeah. 18 eliminations of fall damage, but
Kinzel
finds 1. Now
yeah,
the
Jarl's
question
teammate.
Is, and now it's just Jarl here against the likes of Rojo. Now Jarl builds up high, but one of them... Okay.
That is not a gun you want to hear.
Again, man, miniguns. Really good at taking down structures. And Jarl just doing everything he can. He gets a shot at point-blank range, and down goes Rojo now. He commits. Okay.
We got 1v1.
Now, where's Kinzel, though? Kinzel is trying to close in as well. Look at this on the other side. The window peek!
That's really amazing edit play by Kinzel. And the thing with that is you know your teammates' supplies. So he knew that there was a big pot and there was a med kit, and if he gave him any time, he was going to be able to get those off. So he wants to take advantage of that opportunity by finishing it early right after that fight. So I think that was very, very well played by Kinzel. Oh, and Gotaga just got sniped. We missed that.
He goes
Sorry,
down.
Gotaga.
We're back over to Windwalker and his
So
duo
this is a fun little spot for them. They're up on the, I think people call this poker chips and a bunch of different names, but he's sitting on top with the heavy, and he's got that nice zone line just right out in front of him. He can just peek down, try and get those shots, and those heavy sniper shots, they hit hard.
Yeah.
They hit really hard. And so if he gets even a body shot with that, that's 150 health off that player. And looking at the players around them, there's a few with 200 health, but a lot of them are sitting below that mark, so that's a knock.
Look how many people. Look, I mean, Kitty, we saw 46 players left in the lobby. And I mean, take even a look at the mini-map.
Get heated up. This is my favorite time of the game. So if you survive to this part of the game, this is definitely where it gets fun. I think like you've made the first circles. Now you're really going to start seeing a lot of players. You're going to start seeing a lot of building, and you're going to have to navigate throughout that. And the storm is going to dictate what happens.
Almost with the shot there. So we got 40 seconds till the storm starts coming in. Kinstar and Hunter still very much alive. Even the likes of goes Camo and Steelbree. Ukes is down below. I think Ukes might be by himself. Heisel is still alive. High Style, don't forget,
I think we did lose Tixi.
A bunch of eliminations. Did we?
I think I just looked at the leaderboard, and I think Tixi is down. I'm not sure what how many eliminations they ended up with, but they definitely made it into that. Was it the 5 or the? I think they made it into the 6. So they've got 2 points going into the next game, but they are down. Yes,
yep,
6
Tixi
points.
is down. They did have 6 eliminations.
So they got 2 points. I mean,
good.
That's definitely. Well, we just saw the leaderboard earlier. That's going to put them in a pretty nice spot moving into the rest of the games, but...
High Style still has 4 eliminations. Mops has 3, so again, I mean, we're very close. A lot of players haven't even hit the first elimination threshold, but again, 45 players left, so we'll see that happen.
The night is young.
Yeah, the night is young. Over to Wedge.
In this game, you gotta so there's a lot of decision making too. What people really don't want to do in this situation is get worried about the amount of eliminations and then make bad plays about it. You want to make sure that you're moving with the zone. You're not getting too stressed out because there is so many elims available later game.
Right.
And is it Shwetsky? I'm not sure about that one. But his teammate just got knocked as they were making the play for the zone. And that was a pretty late play for the zone. Annie going down to Diju. Oh, and finally
elimination.
Just went down. So they must have had really nice positioning on those guys moving in for the zone. And I didn't see a lot of building on their part in terms of preventing that. Often you'll see players now make little fortresses on the run.
On the run.
To get into the zone. So, oh, we have Heisel.
Exploded.
Heisel has, as a team they have 5, and he just went down. So he has 3 eliminations before going down fully, but his teammate Diju with 2. So if he's able to get 1 more elimination now, that's going to put them at that 6 mark.
As you said that, they were eliminated.
Oh my gosh.
Nostradamus too powerful right now. We're going to have to nerf her. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to take care of this. I'll talk to the guys at Epic. Mops, though, I mean, take a look. 4 eliminations. Even the Method, Rasmussen, and Rush, they also have 4. So pretty good. They've got 1 point on the board. I mean, 34 players left, Kitty. This, like you said,
we had a few others
young.
Who aren't alive currently who played more of an aggressive game for those early 4 points, I believe. So there's a that leaderboard is just showing the people that are still alive and how many frags they have or eliminations. So yeah, keep in mind there are a few people who are getting a couple points, which is nice for them. But the thing about this is you and your duo really have to work together to get quite a few elims. Like to get those points, 8 elims is a lot of elims in a lobby like this. So yeah, this is the time.
This is the time.
This is the time right now where you're going to see a lot of players making those edit plays, making sure they've got their comfortable little foundations, and again having to move.
Whoa!
Ooh, you just
Jules takes down Yzma and his dual partner. But he just hops down and secures both of them.
And this is Kinzel, who's no teammate, solo player now. It's up to him to get those points.
Jules down.
He's got great movement, but he's got those 2 players underneath him.
Oh, man.
Steel Bree going down, Windwalker going down, and Jules did get
by Kinstar.
And Mitro goes down too. 21 players left. Mitro's not going to be in the top 5 today.
That's Demigod. Do we have to downgrade him, or is he still Demigod?
He's back down to Legend. I'm sorry.
Back down to Legend. Got it. This is, again, Kitty plays. She's Nostradamus. She sees the future.
Yeah.
That's why we brought her in.
That's a nice little spot. But they know exactly that someone's sitting in here.
Kinstar
and
Hunter
every time he backs up to try and make sure that he's building properly, he's going to take a tick of storm damage.
Yeah.
So it's a great spot to be in when nobody else knows you're in it. But
AKA, I don't want to be there.
All right, so we see Kinstar and Hunter already making these plays. I love when I see players taking the time to start planning their move with the zone. It doesn't matter what kind of zone you get. You're going to get the zone. It's going to happen. And if it's not in your favor, taking time to make plays like this and utilize it the best as possible. So already making the move now. As the zone moves, they move. And they know someone's doing the same thing below them.
They're
I'm
just
sure
waiting.
they hear the footsteps. They want to make sure that they have that advantage. I think I saw some minis there, which...
he has 10.
That's a nice...
Like,
okay. I was going to say, that's a nice little find if you're just roaming through a house on your way.
Minis. Oh, thank you. He doesn't even pick up the wood, which makes me believe he's probably
He's definitely
stacked.
maxed out, yeah. And Mop's sitting nice, too. I mean, a lot of these guys still have a lot of resources. And that's a nice thing about when you're having to push through a city like this, when you're having fights where there are trees, there are rocks, there are walls that you can take down as you're going, it's less likely that you're going to be sitting in that position with the, 7, 8, 9, where you just have just not enough to make any wall.
Right. You literally have like 1 or 2 less, and you're like, man, if I could build a wall here.
This would be great.
If I just hit like a shrub.
Yeah,
on the way.
shrub. I literally need 1 wood for 1 wall. And that can be the difference maker in this fight, too.
That's right.
Especially with the double barrel, which we just heard. If you're able to protect against one of those shots, it puts you in a position of advantage while they're taking the time to reload. So, yeah, these guys have, I wouldn't say a lot of ammo, but enough decide that spamming is the right decision here. You see the person that they're up against making those edits to get out of the zone. And here, this is the duo work at play. You see one teammate is going for that elimination, while Kinstar was looking towards making a nice little base for them in the new zone.
That's right. He's like creating a new tunnel, and he's like, come.
You just need to come here in a little bit.
We must move to safety.
Ooh.
And again, they had how many eliminations? They have currently 6. Mops and Thevs
So
also
that
have
2 is
6.
6, yes.
Remember, guys, Kitty said 18, so you guys
Not this
have
game,
to get
I mean
every
today.
single. Oh, okay.
Today.
Okay.
That's not possible.
Not possible.
I
They
think,
also
I
have
think
to
we might
eliminate
need TXC
themselves.
alive. I think we might need TXC alive for
That's
that
fair.
one.
That's fair. Now we're moving into the final few zones. 12 players left alive. And again, I mean, if Kinstar and Hunter can pull out another either 8 eliminations or Victory Royale, they're going to activate that multiplier. And we even see Mops and Dev. So Mops, they only need 2 as well, so they can even activate the multiplier.
Oh, that's exciting.
It's coming down to the wire.
So you definitely see these guys making decisions now. When you see 12 alive, you know that that top 5, I believe, top 5 spot is going to get you a point. You know, top 3 is going to get you 2, and that Royale is going to get you 3. So when you see 12, you know, okay, we could probably have a few solos, but we're getting really close to getting that point. And you're going to see players playing a little bit differently because of that. There's an ebb and flow of push for a limbs, try and get that top 5.
Right. It looks like it is all duos that remain.
Kinstar has 2 jump pads right now, and Max would.
Yeah, he also has 2 big pots,
Yeah.
10 minis, shotguns. He's got slugs forever. I mean, if he gets in close range battle, he's good to go.
So we've got 6 teams. Oh, and just like that, we lost a lot of people.
A lot of people.
I was going to say, so we've got a top 6, but now we are down, I believe, to top 5.
9. Currently 9 players, so we're
I'm trying to see
near.
how many teams are alive.
Oh, I
1,
see what you're
2,
saying.
3, 4, 5, 6, I think.
6 duos.
Oh, that's easier. 1, 2.
Oh, 6 teams left. Oh!
So it was 6, now it's 5th. So, oh, okay. What just happened to Wakesi?
We basically are going to a heal off right now.
ooh,
Wait,
ooh.
it's Hunter?
Kinstar.
No, wait.
Oh my gosh.
Wait,
Oh my gosh.
they might actually have it.
Kinstar's going for a kill.
They said. Wait, no, Hunter, I think is still. Is he in trouble?
Oh my god. Kinstar.
Where's the other player?
Just canceled the heal
Oh,
so that Hunter
Hunter had a
could
second
win
mate.
the heal off. Did you see that?
No
How did he find him in that build in the storm?
Oh,
Oh
okay.
my God,
Listen,
these guys.
guys. Oh, the
Stop.
close up.
Stop
Hunter's like, how's it
it.
going?
You guys are too
You
talented.
see the pencil? That's how I did it. Mathematics.
Okay,
wow.
I don't feel so bad about, you know, ragging on their 2X.
Before?
Because they did just get the victory royale, and that play by Kinstar was fantastic.
Yeah, let's check out the final moments from that. I mean, again, you pointed out. So Hunter's like, hey, guy, I'm healing. Go up. And Kinstar's like, you're going to heal? Oh, dude, yeah. All right.
Well, I got these 2 jump pads.
Look at that.
still.
Boop. 1.
So he goes and finds Dalo, which
I don't-
Dalo is like, wait, what? We're in a heal off.
Yeah,
Why
I
am
don't
getting
even
shot at?
know how he found this. So, like, here's the
And
thing.
it looks like it stressed out
Skite,
Skite, too. He canceled his, or did he? Maybe
Well,
he
so
didn't have
Skite
it.
had the same idea. He's like, well, if you're healing, I need to go and try to make a play.
Oh,
And so,
okay.
I honestly, again, I don't know how Kinstar knew he was there. He just, like, hops up and then immediately looks up and starts lasering a wall.
I know.
And he panics. Like,
I know.
how? These guys, man.
I know. Well, he
I'm
got a
talking
really nice shotgun shot off on him. And when when someone pumps you with a shotgun,
You're like,
even if you have 1 second left on your med kit, you're like, whoa!
Oh, no, can't commit anymore. I'm in danger. Help, please, send help.
Send help.
Wow. So again, Kinstar and Hunter, they drop a victory royale, and I believe they were very close to activating the 8 eliminations. I think they got 6.
Yeah, they got
Didn't get any
6.
more, so they were close. But at least they get
Yeah.
the multiplier coming out of victory royale.
So they have the 3 points plus the 2 points. I mean, getting
Yes.
5 points out of a game, we saw the leaderboard. That's going to make a huge impact. They already have a nice set of points. So
Yeah.
even though they didn't get points in that second game with the multiplier, they get another opportunity.
Yeah,
To
I
try.
mean, they. So
And
they. I
I'm
believe,
not gonna.
you're not
be
make
mean.
predictions.
I'm not gonna make predictions about them. They've already been predicted, and I don't want too much heat thrown my way.
Yeah, that's
So,
fair. Okay.
You're great, guys. You're great.
You're not a Fortnite,
Go,
but you're great.
Kinstar.
Let's take a look at some of the moments coming out of this game, game number 3. Man, oh man, the games just continue to get better and better. And I mean, again, we just have like these insane players that are surviving. I believe the only player we did not see toward the end was Mitro. And he got picked off right around 20 players left. But I mean, again, you know, you got the likes of Jarl that made it super far. Kinstar and Hunter, again, it's hard. So you kind of talk about the leaderboard. And you're like, okay, as an example, you know Kinstar and Hunter coming into this game at 5 points. So if you're other players that maybe don't have any points, but you have 1 or 2 on the board, your goal is probably like, okay, look, if I run across these guys, I need to try and do something. Because if you take down these Titans, and like happened the second game, they had the multiplier, they got taken down early, they can't utilize that advantage, they can't accrue any more points. So as a duo, you're like, well, if I find them, I got to try and take them down.
Okay, there's 2 strategies on that. Okay, already they've expressed confidence and aggression and ability to eliminate other really strong teams. So if you come across them, you need to make the decision. Do I take one for the team, potentially get eliminated by them because they're a strong pair, but ultimately help the leaderboard because they're not going to be so far ahead of everybody? Or do I just not fight them and eliminate other people and like go for that top 10 or that top 5?
That's a tough question. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's no right answer because this is Fortnite and you play the way you want to play. But Kinstar and Hunter, again, man, they're on a tear right now.
Yeah.
I think they had 5 points coming into this game. So that with that extra 5, they're going to have 10. And that means that the multiplier is active for next game. We're not going to make predictions. Kidding. But, you know, if they can utilize that multiplier. Again, even just getting 1 point on the board, it's going to be times 2. So you're going to have 2 points hitting the board.
Definitely.
It's pretty good.
Well, yeah, and in a style like this, it's so important. Like, to get 8 eliminations, that gives you 3 points. In the past, we've had games where it's a multiplier on kills or eliminations. So when you have the 8 elims and you have the multiplier, you know, you're sitting at 16. And that's when we saw leaderboards that were had such disparity. So even having that multiplier and getting those 4 to 5 elims or that 4th or 5th place, I mean, that's 2 more points. That's the difference of getting 6 or 7 elims, which... I mean, that's another duo you have to fight.
Yeah.
And that can be a lot more challenging. So, no, it's really interesting. I really love this this point style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been pretty fun. I think it's cool because it lends itself to, like, do you like to slay out or do you like to survive? Do you like to be kind of somewhere in the middle?
Just a little bit of both. Just
a little bit of both. And now with those extra multipliers, I think we're...
Can you imagine if they stacked? That's when we would run into trouble. I think you'd see people who would drop. If you had a 4 times 6, that's 24 points. Like, we might not even see people get to 24
I mean, at that point, you're like, I'm just going to stop playing the game. You guys keep playing your game.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go do anything else. Yeah, that'd be pretty crazy. That's why it's only times 2. Don't worry. We think things through. But yeah, that means we are now going to be on game number 4. How has EU, have they met your expectations for gameplay? Have they exceeded? Are they? What do you think?
Oh, 100%. And going into this, I was asking a lot of my friends, like, tell me more about EU. I don't wake up early enough to watch the skirmish typically. Or I'm practicing for the afternoon too, which usually happens. Okay, that's a better answer.
Yeah.
But what people were saying about EU is these are guys that have been practicing and practicing and practicing. And instead of focusing on growing streams or growing brands or growing YouTubes, a lot of them are just playing for 10 to 14 hours a day straight. In playgrounds, doing build fights with teammates, or, you know, getting into their lobbies or whatever it is, they're really, really focused on the competitive aspect. So I think you really see these standout players who are just like absolutely incredible, 10 out of 10, amazing to watch, especially in this kind of format. Maybe they don't talk on stream because they're so focused on game, but like watching them in this style is just exceptional. So. Yeah, no, good job, EU. I mean, I've always been a fan of EU since other games I played, so you guys are great.
Yeah, I'll say as well, EU has my heart currently.
Oh, it's just because it's the morning.
No, I've felt this way since like week 2. I think the first moment that I knew I loved EU more, no offense, NA, I mean, obviously, but was 5skill. I don't know if you're familiar with him. The one moment we just like cut to him was me and Hamlin's, and it was like the first time I'd been on a summer skirmish, and it's like, oh, we're looking at 5skill, wonder what he can do, and he just like spun his way around and created a 1-by-1, a perfect 1-by-1 to nothing, and I was like, oh. EU.
He just ported.
So yeah, that's how I knew. But kidding. You know what time it is?
I don't know. Tell me.
Standings time. Let's take a look where players are at coming out of that last game. I mean, again.
So this is why we got all the guys spectating us right now. Hey guys.
Hey,
how are your games going? You're doing great.
You're doing great. Yeah. So Hunter and Kinstar again. They had the 5 points coming out of that game or into this game. They get another 5 points. Now they currently lead the pack. Windwalker and Violenen are in second. Razor and Lou, I mean, they're not too far behind. It's only, that's one solid game that would put them kind of in competition there with Kinstar and Hunter. And don't forget, KinStar and Hunter do have the Victory Royale bonus active, so that means next game their points will be multiplied by 2. And you kind of touched on it. It's not that you're getting a total amount of eliminations. You actually have to meet the thresholds.
Yeah,
so
the multiplier is not on the elims.
Correct.
It's on where you've ended up in points. So it's different than a lot of the other times, which I think it leaves it open for all these other players who are sitting, again, at 0 or 1 or 2 or even 6 to know that they are within reach of making it to that top spot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's right. And I mean, we could very well see Hunter and KinStar pull away with a lead here. I mean, look, they're at the top. They
the more
she's
confident
making
you get about
predictions.
them, the less confident I will. Okay.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, we still have 3 games left to play.
Yeah.
The final standings are what matter.
Yep.
Things aren't decided until the final game is played. So we'll be hopping into the game number 4 here shortly.
I can't wait.
I'm really hoping to see them pop off. That's what I'm hoping. As a fan of KinStar, again, I think KinStar is one of the most
I
consistent
loved
players.
watching him in the other skirmishes. Like he was just this, came out of nowhere, and it was just an excellent player. So I do really enjoy watching them. And again, this is a duo that has played together, has practiced together.
Yep.
They've played other skirmishes. I don't know if they're played together, but I'm sure they've played other.
They play together as often as possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're definitely one to watch out for, but I like the underdog story. I want to see someone in this game that we're sliding into right now. I want to see someone who hasn't played together very often just have a miraculous game sent from the gods.
So they land, and then it's KinStar who lands there. They eliminate them right out the gate.
Okay, it doesn't have to be a
And then
miraculous
they get 8
game,
eliminations, and then they get the victory out, and Kitty's like,
take
look,
your
guys.
advice of taking out KinStar and Hunter. and then they have a miraculous game.
Also get 8
lots of people
eliminations
dropping
and the
already.
victory out.
Yes. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, that's Fortnite. We can't predict that, except
right.
unless you're me. But
Unless your Kitty plays who is Nostradamus. That's correct. Man, look at this right off the gate.
Such a beautiful rainbow of colors.
Did someone actually land floating island? Yes.
We got
there's
2
a
squads
duo.
up there. But again, if you do this, you don't necessarily have to fight. It's your choice.
That's true.
If
bail.
you get overwhelmed, you get to leave. But what's interesting to me, and I don't know if that is KinStar, because they've been typically landing greasy, I think. I'm not sure which team that is, but yeah, it looks like he has gone for the loot, maybe tried an engagement and then left. Let's see, Isma farming up Flesh Factory.
Even look
It's
at
a
the
lot of
right
metal
side.
there.
Look at that. Look at this clump of players.
I
They're
know,
over
they're
retail,
still-
toward lonely, even racetrack.
Don't you just love watching them just spin around on the map? They're like,
Like, oh,
you can
someone's there.
tell they're
Ooh.
like, oh, someone's here. And you know the comms are like, guys, there wasn't supposed to be anyone here, but there's 2 squads with us.
I don't think they got the memo. This was our turf. What are
This
they
is
doing
my
here?
mansion.
That's right. Over to Viking Village
Oh,
again.
I love watching these early interactions here. I mean, it's a beautiful place to be, and you've got those easy rifts. Like, I can see why a lot of teams are choosing to be here. There's a nice amount of loot right off the bat, and then you can choose based on zone. Are you going into snobby, getting aggressive, or greasy, or tilted? And having that flexibility on map rotation is so key in these games.
Now, here's the thing, though. What are they? Oh, we're actually over to Tomato Temple. Rojo is down. Ukes has taken them both down.
Oh.
And so now Ukes is like, hey, teammate, script, we got to keep
Script,
moving.
I
Come on.
got you, man. I love when you see the no skins with the skins in the teams. Like,
Oh, okay.
like if the guy is going for the no skin strategy, and his teammate's not, then what's the point?
Yeah, there you go. You got to be like, hey, man, we're
And
always
again,
swapping it up.
Everyone in here is a pro. Like, why are you choosing to go no skin? We all know that you're good at this game. You're not fooling anyone.
I think they're trying to throw off other players because then, like, it's like if you're always changing your skin, you look and you're like, I don't know that person. I haven't seen that person.
I see. So you're
But
not.
see,
You see certain skins, you're like, that's liquid. You see
Yeah.
it, yeah.
Well, in that case, it was Ukes, and Ukes always runs triple threat and Cupid wings. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like you always know when you see triple threat and wings, you're like, Ukes.
Ooh.
Listen, man.
We
let's
see a
talk
fight
things.
happening at Edit House. So this is one of my favorite places to land when I was playing with Bizzle. It's really nice, again, like I said, for those rifts being to the northwest. Lots of resources for you. And again, just having that flexibility. But it looks like other teams know about that nice flexibility. Dalo. You got this? Oh.
He has
Wait a
4
second.
HP.
So Airwalks, I think, just finished that fight. So they just had their kill stolen. So they were able to get one of the ones. But the other guy who was fighting on the ramp did go down to someone else. And that's not something you want to see, because you can tell yourself, if I would have been a little bit more aggressive, I have my teammate there to back me up, we would have gotten that elimination.
Right.
And again, that's another another team, and you never, that's not what you want to see.
Yeah. That's a
Rule's
feels
getting
bad
a kill.
man.
It feels bad, man. Feels bad, man in the jet.
Feels bad, man. Over at Paradise, you see Zacubus, they clean up a duel there. So they got 2 eliminations. Over to Airwalks and
More
Gotaga.
fights at Edit House.
Look at this. Airwalks
These
has
guys
3 eliminations.
must have watched my VOD.
Yeah. So this is what you talked about, right? Airwalks was like, hey, you guys are fighting. I would like some of these eliminations, please.
So he took one, and then he knew those guys were low because they just finished that engagement, and he's, you know, I'm gonna stop by.
I'm just gonna roll through. How
make
you
it.
guys doing?
Yeah.
How's it going? I'm Airwalks. Nice to meet you. Eliminations, please.
Yeah, Solary, by the way.
Solary, by the way. No big deal. Over here, though, we see Nova and Tyke against the Vic and Vermax. Wait, is that like Vermax?
It's a lot of X's.
Is it like a hard X, or is that just like a S? What do you think? Vermax. It's like the radio breaking up. Hey, Vermax.
So yeah, we do see right on top of the leaderboard with eliminations is Airwalks. So he does have those 3 elims now from taking one of those kills and then also finishing off the duo. So that's the ideal situation to be in. Exactly what they did. And if you can set that up in other situations, the third-party style is very valid still. But it's just getting it's all about positioning. I think people think it's a lot about editing and firepower, and while those things are really important, having that positioning and being smart about where you're fighting and when, and not getting sandwiched, you know, the meat and bread. And always be the bread.
I can't deal with that. It's just too funny.
It makes sense.
It does. No, it does. So one of the things, breaking the fourth wall here, Chad, if you're listening. Hanging out with Kitty's been super fun because she's hilarious, and she just says stuff that throws me off so hard. Like, she just, I don't know what it was you said earlier that I just, like, lost it. Even in rehearsals yesterday, you were saying something, and I just, like, lost my mind. You're so funny.
That's a good compliment. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
I'm pretty sure people just watch me for my gameplay, though, but thank you.
Zika, I'm sure people watch me because of how incredible I am.
Yeah,
I know I'm also funny.
Yeah.
And Nostradamus. Continue complimenting me. Thank you. I know I'm the best.
Keep going all day.
But Vermax here, man. This is still
Well,
a
I mean,
2v2.
this fight is taking all day, so yeah, I guess.
We're still here. We're still okay to...
Finally, Vermax.
There you go. Finally, an engagement is happening here. Retail row. Nova
They've had
goes
enough
down.
Oh, that was really clean.
So this is a 1v1.
Get the finish. Oh!
That was
Hate to see it.
that was a tough one there. But now, I mean, now
coming in at
Dick's alive.
the
Thanks by
right
himself.
angle, the right time. I mean, it's never a good feeling when your teammate gets finished, but it's a great feeling just immediately, like, getting mad at the person for that.
Yeah.
Or how do you, disciplining.
Disciplining.
Yeah,
there you go.
disciplining
you're like,
someone.
no, why'd you hurt my team?
You touch my teammate. I touch you.
There you go. Look, it's Razor and Lou, though, against Mitro. Kitty, I'm
sorry. I'm present. I'm here.
Kitty, I need you.
Mitro is super low. Only 14 HP.
He took down both.
Oh.
And then he danced on them.
Not like this. Mitro does not know we're spectating either, so that was purely for the 2 guys he just knocked.
Yeah, he was like, hey guys, nice try. Razor, Lou, listen,
rude.
I'm Mitro.
Oh, Sakoner and Orb are still alive. So Sakoner is one of the guys from my Fortnite. He's an incredible player. Really, really funny dude as well. And oh, this was quick. And he was really low.
Look at that. He pushes up his teammate. So I'm not even sure.
I think Mitro's doing a lot of stuff on his own right now.
Yeah, it's just Mitro. He's like, look, you just keep up if you can, be close, but I'm just going to just start eliminating. I have to reinstate demigod status. I think that's what that was.
Is his teammate one of the other guys who haven't done skirmishes yet?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Question. question.
Because I've seen, just from spectating so far, there's a few people who have teammates that are new to Skirmish, and you'll kind of see them playing a little bit separately. Like earlier with Svenos and his teammate, he's like, okay, I'm fine, I'm confident, I don't need you. Ooh, Rules, still alive. Great dude, really fun to play with. And he's in a pretty bad position. The only thing that's in his favor right now is these two are focused on his teammate, who has the high ground. So he's trying to make his move, maybe get some tags in. His teammate does get finished off. Yeah, looking to make a play.
Ollie though.
Oh, so we've got another team coming in now. So
It's
Rules might be able to get his teammate up. He's going to find Coco, looking for the revive.
He had to bail.
Coco's still alive. Look,
he had to bail.
He's close. He's close. He can get up.
Come on, Rules. Look, Rules. Yep, right there. Look, he's right there. You go.
Please.
Just be quiet about it. Come on.
So these guys are so busy fighting.
He did it. He went straight down.
You think you got it?
I think he's going for it right now.
Yes. Fortnite.
Oh, you know what it is? It's Sanity. Sanity's making a ton of noise that Tixi and Toma are like,
so Sanity,
what's going on?
Sanity was the one that got the knock on Rules' teammate. And I don't know if Tixi and Toma are aware that they didn't fully finish. It looks like they are, and no, it looks like they are definitely aware that these guys are down below. Probably hurting a little bit, but he's charging in right now, Toma. He does have assistance from Tixi. Oh, able to focus Rules together. And Coco, not a lot of health, full shield, but that doesn't matter when he's got that heavy shotgun.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
and a rift to go, and a jump pad. Tixi, will we see 18 eliminations today?
I mean, you talked about it. You want it to be Tixi, but look at this replay from Hunter and Kinstar.
Ooh.
What is going on?
So we haven't seen a lot of these guys. Oh.
There was so much that happened.
I think they got an elim from fall damage there, if I saw correctly. If we can see the leaderboard, I'd be interested to see how many eliminations they're sitting on right now. I don't actually see it for them. So they might not have any yet. Or no, they just got 2. They must have just got 2. But Airwalks and Gotaga are sitting on 3. Tixi and Toma taking out both duos. They now have 4. So it's
that means 1 point.
Looking good. Yeah. Looking good on the path to 18, you know? 64 remaining in the lobby.
That's not too much of an ask. Listen, guys, Kitty's not asking for much. It's just 18,
So
okay?
I think they did just get 1. Hunter and Kinstar did just get 1. So, I mean, with that dual point... Oh, actually, that is no points yet. Sorry, they need to get 4 points to have that multiplier benefit them. Really clean building. Oh.
They set the trap. He's just trying to create a little bit of space.
So is he on his own right now fighting this against these two?
That is correct. Yep.
All right. Good luck, sir.
That's all Kitty's got for you. Good luck, sir.
I mean, that's never a good feeling to be in, but I mean, he's getting helped out right now with the third party. And these, as much as if you're losing this battle fight or build fight and you hear another team starting to take shots on the other team that you're fighting, it's definitely a relief. But at the same time, in the back of your mind, you're thinking, oh, maybe I could have, you know, won this and gotten those eliminations. And am I going to lose these 2 eliminations now? But I think in his position right now with no shield, like, okay health, it's a relief.
Yeah.
It's a relief. It allows him a chance to breathe, take a little break, and realign his thoughts so he can win that build fight.
I don't know if you saw, we saw for a moment, but Hunter and Kinstar, they basically built themselves a little fortress.
I saw that.
Just hanging out.
Just a little one.
Just a little one.
It's just absolutely gigantic.
It's just, you know, it's just classic Kinstar and Hunter. They're like, we're going to fortify, we're going to be okay, and we're ready to fight.
Oh, he's going for the escape, but I don't think he realizes that yet. There's also another team on the hill. So while he was pushing away from Mao's, the devs, or the Vs, he was pushing into another team. So
yeah,
I'm not sure if that's not who he heard, or maybe he just heard them leave. But and ooh, Steel Bree building up on top.
Paired with Ghost Camo, it looks like Zacubus and Freak are down below, but
looking
there's
down
also
with her
another
minigun.
duo.
Yeah.
And they're getting third partied, which actually at this point would be fourth
This is
party.
another VOO play. Find out on tonight's episode of the Fall Skirmish.
Of Kitty Plays, aka Nostradamus.
I mean, this is what I like to see. You know, just, this is what I like to see.
Yeah, they said, no, okay, hold on, wait. Check this out over here. Look, watch.
You're impressed by that? Look at this.
Yeah, watch us, Kitty. Predict us to win, please.
So, really, really wanting to pay attention to all the footsteps possible. It's really a great advantage now, especially with the changes that they just made recently to the footsteps. It's a lot easier to hear people that are above and below you. So you can use the sound instead of your eyes to know where your opponents are. And
use your ears.
Use your ears. Yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Airwalks and Gotaga still alive. I'm curious to see why they haven't pushed
I loved
Nox.
that, and then nothing happened.
Yeah.
You know, I pressed like, and nothing happened.
You liked and subscribed,
Ooh,
and nothing happened.
Sakoner and Orb. Okay, so they're sitting up high with a purple assault rifle and an RPG firing down on these guys who are already fighting another team. But I don't know if what they realize is there are a bunch more teams on this hill. Like, looking at that mini-map, look at what they're pushing into. They want to get in that zone. One more second, and now the storm's moving. And they want to make sure that they're in a comfortable place. They can choose the fights that they're taking rather than just being pushed into them because of the zone. And they just go for making a second floor apartment.
Yeah.
You know, they're sitting pretty. They want to get these late game eliminations. They want to get the top 5 points because every single time they get one of those points, it's times 2.
That's right. And right now they've only got the 1 elimination, so it's not much to work with, but they're like, hey, we're Kinstar, we're Hunter. We're going to be patient.
Yeah.
We'll wait it out.
Especially now, this is kind of chaos, and choosing not to fight during this is probably their best play, but we'll see. Oh, there's the map. So you see a few people in Divot.
Man.
But most of the action right now is that bottom side. So what you don't see from the camera's perspective is Hunter and Kinstar are actually on top of a team, and then there's 2 teams on top of each other close. Oh, and these guys are deciding to make a play. They don't like the second floor apartment footsteps. Have you ever had that? Oh, you guys are too loud. You
guys are too loud up there.
11 p.m. Don't stomp around.
You go to bed at 11 p.m.?
I actually go to bed at like 9.
I knew it!
I'm a grandma.
Oh.
Well, it's because I like my EU community a lot. I like waking up early for streams.
Yeah.
Shout out EU. Love you guys.
I wish I could go to bed at 9 p.m. That'd be amazing.
Well, when you wake up early, it's a lot easier.
See, I do both.
Oh.
I go to sleep late and I wake up early.
That's great.
Yep, this is life right now. But here we are. That's so fun.
Oh, so Tixie and Toma now have... Oh, did they just get eliminated?
I believe...
Oh, they might have... Because we're sitting at 4 kills or eliminations. Oh,
so
okay,
Toma
are still up.
down.
So Toma's down. Tixie's still alive. And I'm not sure how talented a player Toma is, but in a lot of these situations where you have people that are new to the skirmishes and they're picking up these pro players, sometimes it's honestly nice for them to just be on their own and be making those decisions and not being worried about making the calls for the teammates, making the base wide enough, maybe misediting and messing them up. So it's definitely an interesting element to weeks like this. So
I think we call that play your life.
Play
your life.
Play your life.
Like you play you.
Yeah.
And you do you, I'm gonna do me.
But the reason why we see Hunter and Kinstar doing so well is that they do them, and then they also support very, very easily and almost with second nature.
See, I would almost argue that it's basically they are one person split into 2. Like that's how much they play together.
These are twins.
They're twins that separated at birth and have reunited, and now they're just titans. So. Look at that, Gotaga and Airwalks. Nox is applying pressure to them.
Yep.
And now
Tomo going down to Rushed. Oh, Rushed just finished off Loya as well.
Loya goes
so
down.
I'm not sure if that was an engagement that happened as everyone was moving. Like this is the time that if you're feeling confident and you can take that shot, it's a great time to pick up eliminations. But again, a lot of people, like here, they have an easy shot on those 2, but they're opting to get into zone, get safe, and then make decisions. Because if you don't trust yourself enough on the go, then it's often just best to just relax.
Yeah, play safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Because you very well could walk over a hill and see like a duo down there. You're like, in pubs, I would shoot them.
Yeah.
These are good players, so if I shoot them, they're probably going to 1 by 1.
Well, they'll build ones.
Yeah, and then I'm like, oh, hi, I just shot. I made the noise. Everyone else that was watching,
Kinstar doesn't even have an SMG, so is he really going to contest walls with spam? And
yeah.
So I like this. This is a nice little little lineup. You know, you've got the heavy, you've got some minis, and you got an AR with enough ammo to make you to the end of the game. And, ooh, looking at this zone right away, you see them. Immediately, these guys are on top of it. They're making the new base right up against the line. So when that storm starts to move, they're going to just be perfectly positioned to get the shots on the other players who are probably maybe a little bit caught off guard, and doing the run, build, run and gun and build.
Run and gun and build.
Oh, Tixie.
Still alive.
All right.
4 eliminations. Look at this guy, Kitty.
Our most aggressive player in the world. Tixie, do us proud. I'm really, really excited to see some amazing plays out of him. I want to know why EU is so hyped about this man.
I think we're looking at it right now. Even without Toma, he's like, hey, guys.
And he's not even in the zone. He's got a little bit of a ways to go. So I think what he's looking to do is potentially open up some eliminations before the storm starts to move, and he's right at that bottom line. So where people really need to be worried is that north line of the zone, where that's going to be moving the fastest. So he knows it's going to move slow enough that I can walk or run out of this, but the chaos of other people knowing they have to move, I'm going to take advantage of.
Yeah, I mean, take a look. So Tixie has 4 eliminations.
And
Toma had 1. That means that they do meet that first threshold.
He's jump padding. Look at that beautiful city everyone is building. So nice. I love seeing that.
Through the new Fortnite city.
Yeah.
It's near Dusty.
Designed by you. Oh! Coming up to an open window with an explosive is never something you want to see, but it looks like he's managed to build his way out of it. Getting safe on top. And again, like when people open a window like that, okay, so he goes for the shot, he doesn't get it, but now that window's open. If there's anyone else who has a shot through that window, they're going to be looking to third parties. So you want to close that back up, wait for another opportunity. Like a spider.
Like a spider. I like it. I like it. Still, look, Kitty, we're 43 players left in the current lobby.
Madsen and Blackstone. Yeah, and they're sitting nice. Look at the guns they have. Like they've got great guns. A fireplace, campfire, fireplace.
I like them
in their city. You want to pop up the fireplace. Their minis and lots of ammo. You're sitting with 200 SMG ammo. You know you're going to be able to spam through these walls. And this late in the game when people don't have that many resources.
The edit plays, and it's Tixie. Tixie goes down.
Oh, not like this. All right, so 5 limbs. That does get them another point. So they're going to slow crawl their way up and then hope that they get that one game that's going to be really set them up for the top 5.
Oh, Rasmussen! He threads
not
the
what
needle.
you like to see. Just going for the heal. Ooh, they got a Porter Rift off of that, but they got to go quick. Look at this zone. It's 100% out of the previous zone. None of the build is going to be viable anymore. And look at that. Doesn't go to take out the wall. He's like, no, I can just lean against it, get this rift with you. But look below
Look how
him.
many other people
Look
also
below
have the
him.
rifts.
So if anyone right now is looking up, there's going to be a lot of opportunities to get some shots, but I think people are just so focused on the things that are happening down here on low ground. Kinstar taking out Orb. Hate to see it with a trap.
Oh, no.
My boy is on the Fortnite. But I think Sakona is still alive because it looked like that was just a knock. And again, looking for that best positioning. These guys are so good at knowing exactly where they need to go, what level is best and is gonna benefit them the most, and lots of people going down. This is intense.
Wow, and look at that.
Marwana's still alive.
Immediately, Kinstar is like, Hunter, don't worry, buddy, I've got you. Look how many players are going down. Camo's down below.
Annie
Card
Fuchsia went out
effects.
to zone.
There's a lot. Let's listen to watch the kill feed.
Look at all these trap limbs. Jules just going down to a trap from mobs. Sage King's just chucking explosives out the window, closing it back up, hoping for the best. Taking a few shots, and again, when you're sitting here with 53 AR ammo, I mean that's a clip and a half. That's not something you want to see.
Yeah, and I mean the other thing you can default to is the SMG. You're like,
And in this close quarters, that's not the best. I mean, that's not the worst idea. That's definitely, he knows he has that. But this is when it gets tough. Your resources aren't the best. Your ammo is not fantastic. He just took some 20 storm damage.
Oh boy, he's running for his life. It's okay.
You got
it's okay,
this,
Sage. I
believe in
you.
yourself. And again, saving those explosives for that last zone.
Yeah.
But as the game goes on, certain items just get a lot more valuable. So early game, while that explosive might not be as great, I mean, it's still a great anything in the game, but when you're in that close range, if you're able to chuck one of those in that final zone and there's a few people either healing and it'll delete their build and they'll come down and it'll cancel, or maybe there's a few people shotgunning inside that zone and you're able to get that elimination. But Mitro,
the demigod.
Haven't seen a lot of him, but of course it's getting close.
Racking up eliminations.
24 people alive. So
oh, so you're saying he could drop this 18
no,
bomb that you're looking for?
No.
That's what I'm hearing.
No. So they have 3 eliminations total. Looking for that next elimination for the 1 point. We got quite a few people sitting at 2. Ukes and Script is also sitting on 3. So these guys really want to get that next elimination to get that next point. This is what's really important for these guys, as well as potentially getting that top 5. But with 23 people alive still, a lot of solos, these guys are not going to be that close.
Oh, Hunter and Kinstar are still alive, Kitty.
Looking
and check
pretty.
it out.
Got lots
They've got
of mats.
1 point. Don't forget they won. They got the victory royale last game, so their points are double.
You're right. How
so
many eliminations?
They have 4.
Okay,
so this
so
is 1 point, which is now
times
2 points.
Okay.
Yes, currently.
That's great.
And let's check out this replay of them getting that elimination.
Hunter just went down. Kinstar's fighting right now. We're seeing the replay, but if you look at that bottom right screen, his teammates.
Not this! There was so many people.
You do not want to be dropping into zones like that unless you got the sticky. Okay, ideally, you put the sticky on your teammate, they drop in there when you see like 4 players.
Look at this, some players already committing to the heal off. That's right.
My
Evil's down, Sludge down, Sage is going down as well.
Reflection taking those shots down with RPG.
This is coming down to the wire.
Finally going down. 3 people lost in the zone.
Mitro's still alive? Oh, no, wait, he does it! How?
Stop.
And he does the capoeira. He's like, look.
I think he's mad I downgraded his demigod after the last game. I think he wants that demigod spot again.
Wow. Okay.
What an icon. Mitro, stop. You're so good.
Guys, Mitro's a little too strong. I'm gonna
playing a different game from all of us.
I He's playing Fortnite. We're all playing chess. What's going on?
I mean, when you see these players not go for the heal off in this situation, like the pressure when you know the zone is ticking for 10. I don't know if he had full health in that, but you know the zone's ticking for 10. Your heart's pounding. Like 10 seconds feels very, very fast when you're in those situations. You've got all those players around you. So to go for the aggressive play, get the 6 eliminations, and get the victory royale. I'm not sure how many his teammate had, but
it was 0, unfortunately. But,
okay,
yes.
so well, 6. I mean, 6 still gets him those 2 points and the victory royale, so that's 5, 2 times multiplier going into next game.
That's right. I mean,
our demigod. I'll upgrade you again.
I don't know how Mitro. Again, Mitro's just that player that you forget about. You know, you're playing and you're kind of just doing all this stuff.
Hey guys.
And then you're like, hey, top 12. How are we doing?
The dance.
Yeah, and we even saw him. He took down. Was it Razor and Lou?
We saw him do 2 dances today.
Yeah, because where he took down Razor and Lou at once, and then he danced on them. Yeah. Listen, Mitro.
Stop, Mitro.
You're too strong.
You're so good at this.
We all want to play Fortnite. We want to have fun. Just, whoa. I mean, he's just setting the bar. He's like, hey, look, guys, I'm the one that you need to be looking out for.
So I've got a little bit of info on him. If you want to hear about him.
Let's hear it.
So Mitro's from the Netherlands. He's the most successful solo player so far. He's won the 2nd solo showdown and in blitz mode with a big lead. So he actually joined their showdowns.
That's correct.
So that's another way a lot of these players have made it into this. It's not just by invites, and you have a chance to do so as well during the showdowns. If you perform well enough, you can make it in here as well. So seeing people like that who took the time to grind and be the best, and now you see them continuing to be the best. Amazing. Yeah, and he's fantastic, and he's been really rising up lately. He's also winning a bunch of other tournaments, and he's just fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, he shows up and, yeah. Looking through some of the highlights again, I mean, especially coming through from the Summer Skirmish, Mitro, he's a legend. I mean, at that point, he was probably a little bit quote-unquote unknown, and then Myth, yeah, then toward the end of Summer Skirmish, he's like, whoa, a legend. Hops in the Fall Skirmish, he's like, let's up that. That's not good enough for me. I'm definitely a demigod, and then, that's where we're at. Mitro's really strong.
I don't know how much farther he can go, but we'll see. Soon he's going to just be the sun. They'll be like, you are just the sun.
The sun. Yeah. There it is. You are everything. The thing that warms us and keeps us alive. The universe.
He's Zeke's universe.
That's fair. That's a fair assumption. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. You know, another team that we kind of did a lot of things was Hunter and Kinstar.
I know.
So they unfortunately.
Who would have thought us?
Yeah. So unfortunately. You're so silly. Unfortunately, they only got 1 point out of this game, so it does multiply to 2. I mean, still 2 points is a lot. That's basically saying, yeah. So they got the 4 eliminations. So that's basically saying like they got 2 extra eliminations,
or second and
for
third.
free,
Yeah.
kind of for free. Yeah. Again,
but they did finish 16th, which was actually kind of surprising to me because they had a lot to work with in that situation, and I think they just got caught off guard. You saw them kind of fall into a situation where there was 4 other players in the 1-by-1, and anyone in that situation, no matter how talented of player you are, it's really up to who's the other player going to pick to shoot at, who has maybe the brightest skin, or like what is it? I don't know how people pick who they're shooting at in those situations, but it's a lot harder to make decisions when you're in those close counters. But I mean, they're pros.
yeah.
I mean, they should be used to these close encounters. They're fine.
No, I think you made a great point. So they got kind of caught off guard a little
Yeah.
bit. So we saw Hunter goes down, and then Kinstar, someone like edits a floor, and Kinstar falls down into a duo.
Yeah.
But then there's like someone else
jumped
hopping in.
Yeah.
So like if Kinstar had not been the target, and it was like that other guy, he could have probably downed some players, but they were like, nah, Kinstar, we know
100%.
you're right here. You're too
I
strong.
know.
We got to shut you down. Now, guys,
Bye-bye.
Mitro.
Maybe they took your advice from before when you were like, someone needs to take down these guys, and all 4 of them focused him in that situation.
They were like, that's Hunter. That must be Kinstar.
Kinstar, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Kinstar's coming in. If we all work together.
We can all work together and bring him down. He's so strong.
I mean, yeah. If I was in that situation, getting that 1 point with the 2 times multiplier, I think they're definitely we're hoping for more. But they still have, is it 2 more games?
2
left?
more games.
So they have another opportunity to get a 2 times this game into 6 game. So we'll see. It's just an alternating 2 times bonuses for those guys.
That's right. Now, before we go to break,
Okay.
standings times. Let's see where players are at. Oh my gosh! So look, even those additional points, just in getting 2 is enough to still maintain a
putting them at
3-point
12.
lead. That's, yeah, I mean, but look, Mitro's like right behind them. He's like, hey, whoa.
So
guys.
does something like this secure them the top 10 then? Top 5?
Okay, I would say, well, I mean, look at the next closer. You got Mitro in second, right, with 9 points. Windwalker with 6. After that is Razor and Lou. They only have 5 points.
And there's 2 more games.
Correct.
Yeah.
So
Lou and Razor still have a chance for the 4th. Oh, and Linen. I gotta learn how your name, dude. And Windwalker. I mean, hey, actually, we got a lot of Fortnites in there.
Oh, we got a lot of Fortnites in there? Yeah, there is a lot of... yeah, I mean, you know, Kitty as a Fortnite is probably rooting. Yeah, but I mean, again, I think that 12 points...
Does that secure them the top
I would
10?
say top 3.
Top 3.
Now, here's the thing. If there's anything that Skirmish has taught us is that these games are very unpredictable.
So
we could go into next game and someone drops like 6 points.
The nice thing about the 8 points multiplier is more than one team can get it. Where the Victory Royale multiplier is just for the one person that had the Victory Royale.
Right.
So if we see a few teams that get 8 kills next game, we could have a few teams going in with that 2 times multiplier. Hypothetically, I mean, I know it's hard to get the 8 points. But.
You know, so clubs, Kitty would like a bunch of you to get 8 eliminations. So if you don't do that, you're not meeting her expectations. That's the bar. But that being said, we are going to take a break. So just get up, stretch, go find a snack, something to drink.
Your water. Stay
water.
hydrated.
Stay hydrated because we still have 2 more games and 6 games later. So don't go anywhere. We will be back after this break. Hey, we're back. We missed you. It's good to see you. It was a lot.
I was lost without you.
5 minutes is, I feels like it's too long. I miss you all at home too much.
What are we supposed to do for the 5 minutes?
Like,
at home, I'm like, I would always just kind of rummage around, maybe get a water, but then I look in, it's only been 1 minute. I'm like, no.
No, it should be back by now.
Fortnite.
Yeah, there you go. It's great to see you. Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, I'm Zeke. We're joined by Kitty Plays this week.
Hello, hello.
It's been super fun. We've had a lot of laughs. It's been
A
really
lot
good.
of laughs. A lot of giggling, a lot of fun.
Yep.
And a lot of fantastic Fortnite.
Fantastic Fortnite fun. I'm going to add the fun to the end there.
I know.
Now, if you're just tuning in and you're like, what's going on, Zeke? What's going on for week number 3? Let's talk about it. The format will start there. Every week we change it up. We're going with a modified version of last week's format. So it's 6 games total. Victory Isle's worth 3 points. You've got second and third place, which are worth 2 points. And then if you place 4th or 5th, you get 1 point.
All right, and getting into the elimination, 8+ limbs will get you those 3 points. 6 to 7 is going to get you 2. 4 to 5 is going to get you 1. And don't forget about the ever elusive bonuses, which we haven't really seen people take advantage of quite yet.
Not quite yet.
Maybe with the 1 point, but yeah, for the Victory Royale, you're going to get 2 times points earned next match, and 8 eliminations is going to get you the 2 times earned next match. So if you get Victory Royale plus the 8 limbs, you're sitting with 6 points, right? And then the next game, you're going to get that times 2, but they do not stack, and that's important.
Yeah.
Right?
And like
We don't want the
about,
game running away too,
yeah,
too
yeah.
quick.
Yeah, you kind of talked about, we haven't seen players utilize that advantage just yet. Not too much. KINGPIN Hunter did pull off 2 points.
The night is young.
Yeah, the night's young. We've got 2 games heading your way. And this is what is at stake currently. We've got the prize pool right up there. Only the top 10 duos will place in the money. And on top of that, those club points. And of course, most eliminations in a single match. Kitty.
That's a lot of money for 1 game. And just play your best. Do your best. I think we're still sitting at 8.
That's
We
the
got 2
highest.
teams at 8. So there's 2 more games for you guys to have the opportunity to get more than 8. If you get more than 8, then there's a high chance that that 50K is yours.
That's right. And Kitty,
a lot of
also,
prize money.
you want 18 eliminations. That's what Kitty would like. So
By the end of the day, okay?
18 eliminations.
We got
that is
8
the
games
bar.
total till the end of the day. So
That's right.
I
Yeah.
mean, there's plenty of opportunities for that to happen, guys. No pressure. It's just 18.
It's
I mean,
just-
what? We got a lot of really talented players playing it today. I don't see what the problem is.
Yeah, what's
Or
the
maybe it's the fact that there are a lot of talented players that they're running into in game.
You know, I think
Yeah.
that's what it might be. I think that's what it might be. Now, if you are just tuning in, again, we want to reiterate where the club standings are, or not the club standings, the standings where players are currently.
Ooh, this is my favorite part
So,
whenever I'm playing.
yeah.
I'm like, show me, show me, show me.
Show me. So after the 4 games, KINGPIN Hunter lead the pack with 12 points. Atlantis, Mitro, and Slug right behind them with 9. And Windwalker, Razor, Lou right behind them. So, and again, we want to reiterate that only the top 10 duos play. So right now, Kinzel is number 10. SSK is right behind them. And I mean, look how many teams there are tied for 10 with 3 points. So if any of those teams could even pick up 1 point, that's going to put them top 9, right?
Definitely. Well, all I want to see is all those red badge Fortnite teams getting into that top 10. If we could just steal all the points away from all the other teams today, that would be fantastic. Thanks, guys. No pressure.
There you go. If you didn't know, Kitty is a Fortnite. She represents Team Fortnite. Now, obviously,
Bleed
Kitty,
red.
we knew you would be too strong for this, so we were like, Kitty, you can't play in this.
I think that's why I wasn't able to participate in trials this week, too. They were so amazing. I know you guys saw a lot of the amazing cosplays, but they took me out of it. They're like, Kristen, you know, you're busy this week with us.
Too strong.
Can't do the trials, can't do the cosplay, can't drop your Hot Fire mixtape, you know. But maybe, you know, I mean, maybe there's more opportunity for some cosplay trials in the future.
sorry.
I don't know what's in store. We'll see.
I'm sorry. Did you say mixtape?
Yeah, I said mixtape. Dropping 2069. Ba, 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 ba. Maybach music.
I was not prepared for this mixtape.
Sorry.
2069. I'll be there. I'm going
Sorry.
to be the first one to download it and purchase it
Yeah.
and like and subscribe to it.
Yeah, you gotta
Uh,
wait a few years, but it's coming.
It's
Yeah,
just a few. It's
yeah,
not-
I
it's
know,
not
a long
that
time,
far
very long
away.
time.
Yeah, of course, guys. We always want to have a conversation with you. Don't forget to use that hashtag Fall Skirmish. Let us know your thoughts. Make some predictions. We only got 2 games for EU coming up.
Who's
Don't
gonna be
forget
number
to
1?
rep your favorite. Yeah, who's gonna be number 1?
Who's gonna be
Is it KINGPIN?
18
Is it
kills?
Hunter?
What team? If any team can do it, who do you think is gonna be the team to get 18 kills? I mean, we talked about Tixi. Tixi's been
Yeah.
exceptional. I mean, what about Mitro? But Mitro plays for the long game, so I don't know
Yeah.
if his duo is gonna be able to pull that off.
I
but-
legit thought you were gonna go. Tell us who you think is gonna get which club is going to get the most eliminations. And I thought there was going to be like a ... Fortnite.
Oh.
That's what I thought you were going
If
to.
everyone isn't a Fortnite fan at this point, I don't know what's going on. Okay?
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. If you do not support the Fortnites, you need to change.
Kitty is confused.
You need to... Fortnite's apparently the only team,
Oh.
as told by Kitty. So there you go. Now we are starting. The battle bus has launched. And now we're going to get to see where players are going to hop out and where they're going to decide to land.
Not a lot of people jumping out early this game. You see a lot of people in that center. I mean, getting battle buses like this that are just kind of right through the center, it gives a really easy opportunity for everyone to get to all the zones they want and start looting and farming early. Like when you're flying for forever, trying to get to that corner spot, it's hard.
Yeah.
It gets a little boring when you're in the air for a few hours.
A few hours.
Flying over to Paradise Palms or... Where did you call it? The
Pueblo.
Pueblo.
Yeah. That's what, yeah.
Oh, we see
Different people
4
call it.
teams looking at the island.
Oh. Now here's the thing.
wow.
We've seen Kinsar and Hunter. They go Greasy Grove every time.
Right.
So the question is, are the
Are
two
they green?
diamonds, is that them?
Or are they the ones
Are
on
they
the
the
island
red
right
ones?
now?
Are they
Find
the
out on
mustard?
tonight's
Is that like a
episode.
mustard color? Is it, it's hard to tell. Over, look, so we got
here we got
Games
a perspective
and
of it. So we
Green
do
flags.
we have an Atlantis player up here. Looks like there's 5 players actually.
Whoa.
4 players. Ooh.
They hopped off. I think that was the way to go. Just, you know what? You guys own this. I'm going to just bail. Delo's dropped really low, though. He's down.
What?
I don't know where he was. He was pretty far, but he goes down. Yeah.
Oh,
Look at
okay.
him. He got shot mid-air, and he just falls.
So this is one of the best things in the game, I think, to use when you're on this island is if you do get knocked, you can just slowly coast down to the bottom and wait for your teammate to stop by and get you back up. But, I mean, in a game like this, people are definitely going to be punishing that. Immediately hopping off, Reflection goes and gets the finish while his teammate continues to loot up top. And one of my favorite
Paradise.
places to be.
It's a great
I love
place.
the desert area. It's so bright and happy, and there's lots of rifts. It's my happy place.
It's your happy
If you guys want to try and find me in game, that's where I'll usually be. For a few seconds, loot, then rift out and want to fight right away.
That's fair to say. Zacubus is here with his teammate against the likes of SSK.
Getting the early launcher is so nice. It's trying to take advantage of that, but it doesn't look like anything's landing on the other team. I mean, by this point, these players definitely know what to do to compensate for him having the launcher. So they're just going to back off. I mean, he's looking to see where he's sitting. Oh, we do have some frags. Let's see it, Sanity. Who frags who? Find out.
Oh,
whoa!
There you go.
Whoa.
Sanity takes down, but he is hurting. And now,
Hopefully
Misfits
there's no
Freaky.
teammate waiting.
Yeah, hopefully. Now Freaky's there. Oh, no way.
My favorite weapon in the entire game, the blue hunting rifle. This is just one of the most fun to use. It's quick reload. Oh, and his teammate, Freaky, wasn't able to save him.
Nope, he had to abandon him, unfortunately. And now it is a 2v1.
Oh, you definitely don't want to be in a house having 2 different people closing in from each end. In this situation, it's trying to get out. It's trying to become the bread. Become the bread.
Become the bread. Looks like they're trying to close it on him now. He's running. He's booking it.
I mean, in this situation, your teammate's down. You definitely want to get to a position where you have the advantage, and right away you see him taking the high ground. I think that was a great play by him. But against all these guys, they're all very, very talented players. Having the high ground, you don't have it for long. Like that 1 second break he took, immediately he had it taken from him, and now, I mean, he's just... All right.
Gets cracked once. He's super low. They're looking to clean it up. There you go.
I mean, yeah, that kind of situation's tough to deal with, and I think he did his best. And I mean, they're talented guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
And
taking
a
the
nice
chug. The
chug
slurp
chug.
is right there. The slurp is right there. No. Okay.
Maybe he wants to stack the slurp. I'm not sure.
I don't know. It's hard to say, but
No.
over to
Pleasant.
Alpha Powder. Powder Alpha. I'm going to work on that. But they're at Pleasant Park. It looks like the other duo is disengaged. Let's check out this replay coming in from Windwalker.
We're in Salty. So Windwalker and Violinen, they've
he
been
takes down
doing
Loya.
an amazing, amazing job so far. I think they are, I believe, 3rd place behind Mitro and the Solari duo. So they getting those early eliminations are really, really helpful for them. So, oh,
Razor and Lou.
oh, that's what I like to see.
They are sitting here dividing and conquering.
I like this angle. Okay, these are my boys. These are my boys. Trying to take out Leah and John. Haven't seen a lot of the replays from Leah and John today, but Razor is definitely looking to take these two out. Taking the high ground right away with that grappler, and he's got that nice slurp waiting for him when he's done this fight, hopefully. So
you take a moment, you just like top off. What do you think a slurp tastes like?
Maybe like blue raspberry.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. People try to like tell me other stuff like blueberry. I'm like,
no, that's a
colors
chug, or not a chug. Sorry, big slurp.
Ah.
Why can't I think of the name of it right now? But a regular slurp definitely tastes like blue raspberry.
I agree.
Nom, nom, nom,
I'm
nom.
glad we agree on this. This is why I brought you on the show. Just
shook
to
my
agree
head
with
in
me.
Excitement. Is this rules coming up right now? Rules?
It
no.
is.
This is your team. Please.
Here's the thing. Oh!
I know working together
the needle.
as teams, and I know that, but you know, I'm hopefully predicting that Rules will just, you know, take this nice little rift.
Well, now, yeah, look, so but Rules is down by Motel, and his teammate is kind of like walking down the little walk there, so
Tixie
he may
is
not
high
engage.
ground on this. So Toma and Tixie sitting high ground over 2 teams fighting down here, so they're going to be able to take really nice, easy pop shots from the top. Looks like you hear those snaps coming down on them. And Stanny and Lefu.
Ooh. Stanny's down.
But again,
Jarl.
When you know there's those teammates up behind you, making sure that you're getting those walls behind you is going to save your life. And Stanny pays for that. Ooh, Annie just went down to Nova. We saw a few really amazing Nova plays last game. And again, looks like Tixie and his teammate are just making nice little bases up at the top. I don't really see them trying to take any shots down below.
Yeah, they haven't really aggressed, which is, I mean, they've got advantage, right? Like, they can just push up on these guys and make plays, but...
And I don't know if they know that Masta is turtling below them either.
You know what? I think that's a safe bet, because they probably, if you're watching them, you know they just eliminated a player, but they eliminated on a down. So you know that there's someone still up somewhere.
There's at least 2 squads, yeah.
Yeah.
Harmy, show us what you're working with.
And, I mean, Danger's really low. He's got the rocket launcher.
That's not a position you want to be in.
They've already taken down Jules. He's trying to close in.
You need the one tag shot.
There you
nice.
go. Fiona Meds gets the Elim. Now, here's the thing, though. They're in the storm. It's only going to be ticking for 1. Not too bad.
And I didn't see how far they have to run either. So they might be really close to it if they took that much time to go and fight. And you see Masta. So he was our original winner first game, and he's just hanging out. He's like, yeah, you guys can take these shots. I'm not too keen about being the meat. I'm just gonna wait until I become the bread.
Yeah.
Sorry.
This analogy is seriously the best.
I can stop with that
No,
anytime.
I think it's hilarious. Tixie, though, getting aggressive here.
Nice, Tixie. And I don't think he was expecting to take so much damage there either. It looked like a lot of his floors got shot out. Toma must have heard Masta because you see him kind of making his way through the build up on the hill. And Razaru and Lou trying to evade the fight. I mean, the next zone's pretty far. 69 remaining in the lobby.
Yeah, so
but it looks like these guys are hungry for kills. We haven't seen a lot of Carnifex. I'm not sure how many points they have. But when it gets down to that 5th and 6th game, you definitely see people playing a little bit more aggressively. Like they want to be on that board. I think nobody wants to end this with 0 points. So you'll see teams that we haven't seen before starting to change up their plays, and often for the better. I think when people play a lot more confidently and more aggressively, you'll see it working out for them a lot more.
For sure. And I mean, look, Razor is literally surrounded. You've got a team flanking from the left, from the right. He does have the launch pad. Yep. I don't think he uses it, though.
I don't think he needs it. No.
Yeah.
You definitely want to save something like the launch pad till later game, and they have enough resources and they have enough time and distance between these players that they're not in any danger. They could easily post up, try and get high ground, and then take the shots. But they really, what they're trying to avoid right now is becoming the meat, I think. But they're already becoming it. Oh, actually, it looks like the team from Lazy's not trying to push in. So I got time. Just do your best with these two. Come on, Lou.
They've got it. Carnifex here closing in. They know they hurt Razor. He's been damaged. The Lou is still up top.
So they're taking out everything.
Yeah, he's trying to bring this whole
but
structure
I think
down.
Razor, he's a good duo. He's making sure that he's reinforcing this build.
Kane and Carnifex.
Someone just dropped down. Razor dropped down, looking for the limb.
Razor's
The Pain
playing
kind of
aggressive.
sneaking around. Actually, both of them are sneaking around below them. Oh, that's not his. That's not his name. So that's Orb and Sakoner, who are also on the Fortnites, who are pushing in now with explosives. And when you're someone like Razor and you're only going to have 75 health, getting knocked by one of those explosives, it's what you want to avoid. Sometimes you can tank it. I believe they do 150. How much do the explosives do damage right now? I'll look that up after this game. Just regular grenades.
Is it not 100?
Is it just 100? Or 150? Oh, maybe 150? Okay, I should know that. I'll look that up after this. But yeah, you when you're sitting on 75 health, you definitely have to be very, very, very careful about not taking... Ooh!
Airwalks.
Not able to get that angle. I think Nocito or Noxito just really found the jump through and just... I mean, when you're peeking from different angles, it's... Carniflex still alive. Sakoner getting a knock on the Pain.
Nox
So we just saw
failing.
Nox get a nice kill, elimination, but I mean, look at his health right now. He definitely is going to try and get in the zone.
Shockwave grenade.
Shockwaves.
Yuke's is grappling.
Yeah, grappling. Yuke's just took a lot of damage, actually. Ooh, and Nox
you can
finally
see
going down.
Marijuana and Inclide spotted them and took the shots. They're closing in. Yuke has no health.
Yeah, that's definitely, you want to be the first ones in the zone. Looking back at these guys who are, you know, low health, trying to escape the storm, but great positioning by them.
Camo and Steel Bree.
So they got one elimination together. It's not bad.
Over to high style.
Still 55 left.
They're here in an engagement. Looks like they also do not have eliminations. They're probably, that's Reflection. They take him down.
Ooh.
Now where is his teammate? Up top. It's Villex trying to bring him down. They don't have much in the way of AR bullets. 26. That's just a single clip.
He's got a lot of small ammo though, so he should.
Villex could shockwave and bail. He could even launch pad and bail and just ensure that they can't use it. But he's got 30 HP.
Ensure that they can't use it. Take it from them. I mean, he's got those 7 explodes. If he could get the right angle on these, maybe backboard it, and you see that's what he's doing. He's trying to knock it off of the other structures to have it reflect back onto these two who are just kind of coasting like below him. And he is going to have to move for zone, but he's got a bit of time. He's got the 2 shockwaves and the... he's
trying to be
really
sneaky.
trying. And it's, I mean, when you're up above, having that angle is quite difficult. And already you see that these guys know that the structure isn't propped up by much and they're looking to take it down, but he senses that and takes time to move. And
there you go. He's
to
gone.
infinity. Look at him go.
He's even firing back. Oh, okay, all right. He still had the gosh. Okay, High Styled was prepared.
So I think his decision to take the shockwave is definitely, this is going to get me out of here really quick. Something about the jump pad is it is a little bit slower through the air. So he knows that he's super low health and he just needs to get out and hopefully not have them take shots on him. But ultimately, awkwardly built and took some fall damage.
Yeah.
Just eliminated. So.
Spell
Oh, you see
disaster.
Steel Bree getting a lot of shots. Already had 1 elim before this fight. So I believe now it's 2 and Camo picking up 1 too. It's a great fight for them, but they got to keep moving for the zone. Ooh, leaderboards.
Let's check this out. Yeah, SSK
3
right at the
people
top.
sitting with 4.
So his teammates
4.
down. Yeah, so we got 2. Oh, wow. We have 4
Deidre,
teams.
Ukes, Toma. And
But keep
these
in
are,
mind,
look,
Script
these are
and Ukes,
players
Deidre,
that we,
they're all out.
I mean, other than Tixi, these are players that we really haven't seen up here that often. So I think a lot of these guys are choosing to change up their strategy.
They're going full send. They're like, we got 2 games left.
Yeah.
Time to go.
I love, this is when it gets interesting.
Yeah. Hey! You know what? Camo should just use that chiller. Okay, build a ramp.
Just slide on
That's
out.
right. Slide on through.
And you see Bree is actually really low, so any shots connecting is really not going to be too great for them. And, ooh, we got an apartment fight. Let's go.
ONF Evil and High Styled versus Eastman Dementos. Now, here's the thing. They're not really getting aggressive. They're just kind of like hanging out, chilling.
Oh, this is what I like to see. Sakoner and Orb with the explodes. And look at Bree. I'm not sure if guy or girl. Bouncing around with 2 health. And
Oh, Steel Breeze very low. They could like just look hard.